Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Other Castle.
Hello! I am so excited. So on The Other Castle, we do the plot, lore, and more behind all your favorite games. I'm our co-host, Andrea.
And my name is Tom.
And like I mentioned, we are going to be getting into the games. Who made them? Why they made them? How they made them? Where they made them? Maybe. I don't know. Kind of ancient Greece or Rome. I'm not quite sure. We haven't gotten into it yet. But today we are also getting into the full story of Hades 2.
If this is your first time checking us out, you can go to our website, theothercastlepodcast.com.
That's theothercastlepodcast.com.
Over there, we've got links to our Instagram, Discord, item shop, as well as our Patreon.
Our Patreon is free for the first 7 days. Our patrons get episodes 1 day early. So if you're listening to this on Patreon, you're getting it on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday. You also get monthly drops of audio episodes, and our $5 and up tier get video episodes.
As well as a special call out at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we love our producers.
Well, anyway, as you said before, we are doing Hades 2.
We did Hades 1 before as well, so if you want to know where it started.
Way back in Season 7.
Oh, goodness. That was so long ago.
I know, it feels like ages, right? Well, Supergiant Games, the maker of Hades 2, began production on the game not long after the success of the first one died out. Despite the massive success of the first game, Supergiant didn't build out a larger staff, sticking to about 25 team members.
That's it?
That's it.
Holy shit.
They already had the right talent, and just gave everyone massive bonuses and paychecks instead.
Honestly, hell yeah.
The only real upgrade they made was to their in-house proprietary game engine, switching from a 2D one to a 3D one.
Oh, cool.
But keeping what they call a 2.5D look for the game.
It's tilted.
Yeah, and it just allowed them more detail this way.
I love that.
It was the first time they'd ever made a sequel, having always gone on to original projects after each of their games. Plus, Hades was such a massive hit for them, in a way that the other games hadn't been, they wanted to keep the fans happy.
Yeah.
To them, it still felt new, as a sequel was unexplored territory, wanting to discover what a Supergiant second entry looked like. Greek mythology had so much lore, they had barely scratched the surface with Hades 1.
And it still felt very in-depth in Hades 1.
Right. There were still a shitload of characters they never even mentioned. So they started with reading everything they could once more, picking out plots and characters they hadn't in the previous game. Deciding right away, they were done with Zagreus.
Oh!
They had told his story and didn't want to muddy it. So they went on the hunt for a new protagonist, stumbling upon a character that is referenced only twice that they could find in all of Greek mythology.
Whoa!
A witch named Melinoe. She was so rare, they felt they could completely invent her story and not fuck with established history.
That's great.
Plus, being a witch, they could craft a drastically different vibe and attack style for the character, giving players a fresh new take in a familiar setting.
I can't believe they found a character that was only referenced twice in all of mythology.
Right, insane. This is where the partnership between game director Greg Kasavin and art director Jen Z really came into play. Greg would give Jen some mild descriptions of the characters, and she would design them based on those elements, creating the new cast of the game. Then music director Darren Korb would build out the songs from there, giving this game a more 80s synth feel compared to the heavy rock inspo from the first title.
Ooh, fun.
Recording the songs at the legendary Abbey Road Studios. Jen gave Melinoe a slim but muscular appearance, taking cues from ladies' Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Ooh.
For the few remaining characters, she did some redesigns, as this would take place a few hundred years later, so it can stand on its own as a new adventure. Their appearance would obviously alter in that time, and she wanted to play to that.
That's really cool.
Saying that during the process, she had to stay off the internet entirely so as not to get influenced by fan art of the characters.
And there is a lot of fan art of these characters.
So much horny fan art.
Regrettably, Gen Z is extremely talented, which has only made people all the hornier.
Yeah, right? Melinoe would be voiced by a lesser-known actress named Judy Alice Lee, who has only a little over a dozen acting credits, mostly in video games, as minor characters, like the Bowmaker in Ghost of Tsushima and Luna Snow in Marvel Rivals.
Oh, shit.
The rest of the cast being filled out with very familiar actors from their previous titles, as well as others we'll get into later.
Some of the performers were just people in the studio, right?
Yeah, a lot of them were just developers.
With the horniest, sexiest voices imaginable.
It's amazing that they had that much talent, not just like for making the game, but then also doing all the voices as well. It was crazy.
Performance is such a specific skill set. It's incredible to have that on top of anything.
Yeah, there's talent upon talent in that studio.
Hell yeah.
The attacks and weapons were also brand new, not repeating a single one that Zagreus used.
Whoa.
This way, nothing would feel like a cheap knockoff, allowing it to stand on its own 2 flaming feet. Since it worked so well for them the first time, Supergiant released Hades 2 to early access in May 2024 to Steam and the Epic Games Store. They included Steam this time around because Epic never really took off the way they had hoped when they were a launch title for that platform with the first entry. This time, they waited until their game was nearly complete, resulting in a demo that lasted nearly as long as the original game. Including most of the story elements, but leaving enough out so players would discover the majority of the narrative upon its release. The first final version released on September 25th, 2025, to PC and Switch 1 and 2, with the rest of the consoles seeing it in April of 2026.
That's wild to do PC and Switch first and then bring in PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, the first game was a Switch exclusive for almost the first year.
I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
It was nominated for a shitload of awards at the Game Awards that year, but unfortunately, it was the same year Expedition 33 swept nearly all of them. Oh, mon dieu. And they only took home Best Action Game that year.
That's still pretty impressive.
Despite the Switch version receiving a 98% Metacritic score.
Holy shit!
As of this recording, it's been less than a year since release, and has managed to sell 3.5 million copies.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
Yeah, outstanding for such a tiny team of developers.
Oh, yeah.
So it's time, Goombas, to descend into the depths of the Underworld once again.
Yeah.
So mote it be, because this is Hades 2. Just like the first game, we open on 3 skull heads, with a voice speaking over the scene. The voice went unnamed in the original game, but here, we now know it to be Homer, the poet who wrote all about the gods of Mount Olympus.
The guy from the Christopher Nolan movie?
Yeah, the one that's coming out soon. The skulls have coins for eyes, and have gold liquid pouring from their mouths, while gears behind them tick away, as Homer tells you that the reign of Hades came to an end suddenly, when his past caught up with him. Fortunately for him, history has a tendency to repeat, making this tale simply a matter of time. You slam down in the first zone, Erebus, as the witch, Melinoe, daughter of Hades and Persephone, sister of Zagreus.
Aww.
You're rocking a blonde fuck-ass bob haircut, adorned with a tiara much like your brother's.
Look, we all have to go through a fuck-ass bob era, okay? Some of us end up doing it longer than others. I've probably rocked the fuck-ass bob too long at some points, but it is a canon event.
For all women, right?
Truly.
And some men.
Yeah, lots of men.
The center of your forehead is highlighted by a glowing crescent moon charm. Your left arm is not your own, as you lost it in a tragic cauldron accident years ago. You now have a ghostly appendage in its place, translucent green with the skeletal remains of your arm visible through it all.
That's sick.
Kind of like in the movie Coco.
Oh, hell yeah.
Your eyes are like your brother's, heterochromic with one being red and the other bright blue. The moment you land, you say, "Death to Chronos," and head off into the unknown.
Oh, shit.
Erebus is a place between the real and underworld. Shades pass through here on their way to the final judgment from Hades. It's a land of shadow and darkness, often described as a caved-over forest just beneath the ground of Earth. You are here on a mission to avenge your family, who have all been missing for a very long time now.
That's why she's got that fuck-ass bob. She's on a mission.
Yeah, she doesn't have time.
You don't just get a bob with, like, no direction in life. You get a bob because you're like, I'm gonna fix some shit.
Yeah. You are armed with a long staff as your main weapon. As per tradition, there is no hand-holding in Hades, so you bash a few buttons on the controller to discover your moveset. which is quite different this time around. Your attacks are heavily steeped in the arcane. Your staff containing magical energy as it slices through enemies. Your spellcasting causing a ring of power that holds your enemies still and weakens them. Your feet leave a trail of fire in your wake as you dash about, just like your brother Zagreus.
Oh.
After clearing your first zone of demonic presences, you see a glowing glyph gifted from the gods of Mount Olympus to help you on your quest. You cast a spell to access it, stating, "In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message." You are greeted by Apollo, the god of light, stating that the Titan Chronos is inaccessible to the gods of Mount Olympus, as he is hiding deep within the house of Hades. But being the god of light, he can at least illuminate your way, granting you your first set of boons.
Yeah.
If you recall, boons are special abilities you can acquire during your runs, with each god granting a different series of them, all based on the specialties of said god or goddess. For example, Apollo here. He can give you abilities that daze your enemies, causing them to miss their attacks.
He temporarily blinds them?
No, bitch, they're blind forever. Actually, let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the gods of Mount Olympus that you will encounter on your descent into the House of Hades.
Yeah.
As you'll meet about 9 in total on your way.
That's a lot.
All of whom are amazed to see you alive the first time you meet, as they assumed the worst when they heard the House of Hades had fallen.
Oh.
There's Ares, the original god of war. His boons inflict wounds, causing those affected to bleed out on the battlefield,
Boy.
appearing later in the game as you progress, unlike his brethren who are available from the start, such as the 98% naked Aphrodite,
Yeah.
goddess of love, making your foes have heart palpitations when they encounter you.
Wait, that's sick.
Demeter, goddess of seasons. She's an elder goddess who controls the weather, allowing you to freeze your enemies, opening them up for attack.
That's cool.
Hephaestus, god of the forge. A wheelchair and muscle-bound beefy beef boy, battle-born bearing blasting burst boons.
Oof.
Dishing devastating damage in a large area of effect, limited by a cooldown. Hera, queen of the gods and overseer of marriages. She causes villains to become hitched, bonding them to one another, sharing damage even if you're only attacking a single entity.
Wait, that's very funny that her entire attack set is like, bad relationships.
Yeah, you hurt, I hurt. Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Portly and kind to her niece Melinoe. She scorches souls with fire-based attacks, likely due to her frustration as the eldest child in her family of gods, and a voluntary virgin.
Oh, babe.
Poseidon, god of the sea. His attacks cause a wave of destruction to descend on the scene, knocking back those who dare to stand in your way. And obviously, Zeus, king of the gods. He reigns over all the others, as well as rains down lightning from his mighty perch atop Mount Olympus.
It's deeply funny that some of these have regular ones where you're like, yeah, Poseidon has like water things. But then Hera is just like, I'm going to put you in a toxic relationship. I'm going to give you one of those conjointed Facebook accounts that's like the 2 first names and then like the joint last name that's maybe 2 names mashed together, even though they're not married and barely live together.
And only one of them actually controls the page.
Yeah, they really just use it to check the DMs.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty bad.
Some have returned to help another nibbling on their adventure. The others are new to the franchise, ready to lend a hand in your time of need. They're not the only gods you'll encounter on your way, but we'll meet the others in due time. Enriched with the power of your first boon, you continue into Erebus, proceeding along each battle map through a dark and shadowy forest. After clearing an area, trees with a circle of branches cast portals into the next section, each with a preview of the reward that will be available on the other side after it's wiped clear of Kronos' forces. Just before reaching the edge of Erebus, you meet Charon, the boatsman. He shepherds the dead down the river Styx into the Underworld, as well as sells you shit. But he's a silent sailor, softly sighing whenever you try to engage him in conversation. But his wares are essential, as the next room contains the first area boss.
Ooh.
You enter and are stopped by Hecate, Witch of the Crossroads, your headmistress and surrogate mother.
Oh.
She raised you after your family vanished, and has been training you to one day kill Chronos ever since you were a young child.
Hell yeah.
She's here to make sure you are ready for the dangers to come. She says you have arrived much sooner than she anticipated, making sure you understand that's not a compliment, just her observation.
We have fucked up relationships with time immediately, so honestly, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Right. You engage her in a mighty witches duel, likely leading to your first of what will inevitably be many defeats, proving you still have much to learn if you want to take down Chronos. Now you'll notice I said defeat and not death, because as a witch, you are able to cast a spell just before your end, as the screen goes black with you alone in its center. Across the top of the screen, the words, "Time cannot be stopped," as your spell takes effect and you teleport out of there, returning to Shadow in order to escape.
That's a fun, like, what do we do in Death Stranding reparations?
Fucking repatriation.
Not reparations. Sam
No.
I'm sorry, repatriation. That's a fun repatriation effect of like, yeah, you're not dying, it's a time thing.
Yeah. You appear in the center of a circle on a field of grass, surrounded by floating rocks carved with glyphs. Looking around, you sigh, saying you're back already. On the outskirt of the circle, you hear a croaking sound, and look over to see your fat, familiar frog of a friend, Phrenos.
Phrenos, hello!
You greet your buddy, saying you'll get her next time, and then leave the summoning circle, entering your tented bedroom. In the corner is a family portrait, showing your parents and brother holding little baby you.
Oh, okay, so she's the younger sister.
Yes, she's much younger. Hundreds of years younger, in fact.
Did you relate to her being, like, the second wave of family?
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, I've got 20 years between myself and my older sister.
So you're like, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm the witch baby.
You stop to admire the picture, and then continue through the tent to exit, when you're stopped by a terrifying shade.
Oh, no.
She screams at you, asking who dares disturb her eternal rest. Her powers are far beyond the comprehension of a lowly witch.
Oh, no.
You stare at her unfazed, as she transforms into a cute, chibi-like girl of a shade, asking if she was convincing.
Oh, I love her immediately.
This is Dora, your roommate.
You have a roommate?
You have a ghost roommate,
How
yeah.
bad is it in the Underworld that you have to share a space? What the fuck?
No, this is chosen, most definitely.
Okay, they're best friends.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, there's not a recession in the Underworld and there's like a housing crisis.
I mean, there kind of is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. The House of Hades is gone, so.
That's the Big Short. They Big Shorted the House of Hades.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You tell her it was fine. Hopefully it will be scary enough to stop anyone who isn't you from coming in uninvited. But no time for small talk. You have to get back out there and kill your grandpa. You exit your tent and enter the crossroads, the hub for this game. Much like the House of Hades in the first one, it acts as a regrouping safe zone. Here you'll be able to talk to the many residents who are all kind of stuck here, now that the Underworld is more or less closed off since Hades went missing, including your headmistress, Hecate. She calls you over and says that it was a decent first try, if only you could have gotten past her.
Oh.
You concede that you need the training, and she was right to give you all she had. Otherwise, you'll never kill Chronos. She agrees, telling you she left you a gift at the altar and to try again. Ending with you both saying in unison, "Death to Chronos,"
Hell yeah.
as it's your mantra and you wish her well. But not too well, as you'll be beating her down on your next try. Nearby is a bubbling cauldron. As you complete runs, you'll collect different forms of currency. Many different forms. Far more than you did in the first game, as Supergiant really wanted to give you as much to do as possible while you work your way back into the Underworld. You'll use the currencies to brew special powers, items, and other useful shit along the way. Wandering around the crossroads, you eventually find a man. His name is Odysseus.
Oh.
Played by Matt Damon. No.
God damn it.
A mortal man who became legend thanks to the epic poem, The Odyssey, written by the real-life Homer.
Oh.
He asks if you managed to kill Chronos on your first try, because he's not entirely sure how you go about killing a Titan. They're harder to kill than gods even. Back on Earth, he just runs someone through with a sword or spear and boom, they're dead.
And then they write poems about you. It's fucking great.
You tell him that if Chronos was dead, you'd be parading his head around. So until he sees you doing that, just assume he's still kicking.
I really like her speaking down to him.
Yeah, a
Being
little
like,
bit.
Hey, dumbass. If I could, I would. And when I do, you'll know.
I know you're just a stupid human, but...
I know you're like king of the humans or some bullshit because
Right.
you were on a boat or something, but come on, man.
He wishes you luck, saying you'll get him next time.
He's so condescending. Wait, why do I hate him?
No, he's not being condescending. He really is like,
Oh,
he
okay.
just doesn't understand.
Okay, he's like, this is some god shit. I'm just a man.
In a corner, you find a familiar face to players of the first game. Hypnos, the chthonic god of sleep.
Oh, we like him, right?
Oh yeah, we like him a lot.
Cool.
Appropriately so, he's napping. But he's also been napping for as long as your memory goes back. Ever since Hades and his family went away.
Oh.
Nobody can wake him from his slumber. But you like to unload your problems on him since he's a great listener as a result.
Some people will do anything but go to therapy, including terrorizing their friend who's clearly in a coma.
It's not like Melinoe has many options here. You next encounter a character I fell in love with immediately.
Oh?
Nemesis. A tall, muscular, angry warrior woman.
That tracks. Listener, 5'4", soft-bodied, just angry, but I get where Tom's coming from. I'm not gonna take it personally.
Her name being what she is to you. Your nemesis and rival.
Are they gonna kiss?
You can.
Shut up. Okay, I'm seated.
She doesn't understand why Hecate sent you out to kill Chronos, when she is far more fitting for the task. She's not surprised to see you got beaten down and sent back to the crossroads unsuccessful, saying she would have done it on her first try.
There's nothing you love more than a woman who's just furious. Just someone who's mean for sport.
You tell her that maybe if she stopped questioning Hecate's every order, she'd be given the chance. Nemesis just tells you to shut up in response, and you head off to start another attempt. You leave the crossroads and into the prep area just before the entrance to Erebus. Here, you find the altar where Hecate left you a gift. It's a tarot card. Tarot cards give you special abilities. It has a lot of the same upgrades that were in the magic mirror that was inside Zagreus' room. You collect tarot cards throughout the game, and you will need to spend currency to upgrade them to make yourself stronger through each cycle. In the center of the prep area, you can select the weapon you want on the next round. For now, it's just the staff at your disposal, but over time you'll acquire the others known as the Nocturnal Arms.
That's cool.
There's the Sister Blades, which consists of a dagger and a handheld sickle. Then you have the Umbral Flames, a magic wand that shoots fireballs at enemies.
Fireball.
The Moonstone Axe, a double-sided blade that is slow to swing, but mighty when it strikes. The Argent Skulls, a set of skulls imbued with magic that you can throw at your targets, and retrieve them by running toward them, drawing them back, and knocking into whoever is between you two. Finally, there's the Black Coat. Andrea,
Yeah?
what do you think it is?
I want to say...
It doesn't matter because you're wrong.
What?
It's a jetpack with fistigons.
I'm so delighted to be wrong. That's punk as fuck.
A term made up in the comic book series The Runaways, written by my favorite writer, Brian K. Vaughan.
You had me read that when we started dating.
They're weaponized gauntlets for your hands, giving you strong punch attacks while you zip around on your aforementioned jetpack.
These are fun.
You'll unlock each of the Nocturnal Arms as you progress through the different side quests, like meeting certain characters or crafting them from some of the many currencies. Speaking of meeting different characters, there's a new old face here.
Ooh.
Skelemius.
We don't know that person.
Formerly known as Skelly.
We love Skelly!
In the years since Zagreus first encountered him, he's become a decorated general with a heart of gold.
I love that arc for him.
Then he grew a beard as soon as he could to cover the scars on his bony face. He has a group of shades that he is training to fight, telling them that we are at war, and we need to be prepared for what's to come.
That's all he's ever wanted. This is very sweet.
When he notices you, he says that your punishment for failure is to hit him 20 times, allowing you to beat him up until he falls apart, only to put himself back together again, as usual.
He loves that.
Once you're all ready to head out, you find the entrance to Erebus. It would be faster to go through Elysium typically, but it's been overrun with Chronos' followers. So you have to go through this new route to get back to the House of Hades undetected. You do notice a set of stairs leading up instead of down, but a magical barrier is preventing you from entering. So you head back into Erebus to begin a new run. While slaughtering enemies in one of the sections, you hear someone call out to you that they finally tracked you down. Across the top of the screen, the words, "The hunt is on," appears.
Oh shit.
Someone begins killing everything around you, helping you out. Once the battle is over, a goddess actually appears in front of you, not just their symbol. It's Artemis, goddess of the hunt.
Oh, that's cool.
She was my favorite boon giver in the first game, and I only like her more in this one. She greets you as a sister, though she is actually your aunt. The two of you have known each other your entire life. She prefers to hunt at night, and you are a witch of the night, so she's always taken a liking to you, more so than her actual brothers and sisters on Mount Olympus. She wants to help you as much as possible and offers you some very strong boons since she can only appear once per round. Unlike the normal boon-giving gods, who can offer their power multiple times per run. You thank her and head out on your way. You don't have time to chat. She wishes you luck, saying that time is too busy trying to attack Mount Olympus to notice the threat that's heading its way.
Oh.
During this run, you also encounter your first of the gift givers. The gift givers aren't gods, but they offer special power-ups, like Sisyphus and Boldy in the first game.
I love Boldy.
Here, though, you meet Arachne, a spider who is taken to using her silks to create elaborate clothing with special abilities associated to them.
You don't like spiders.
I hate spiders, but I fucking love Arachne.
Okay, that was my follow-up, obviously, but do you fuck with her?
Very much so. She likes to tease you for trampling all over her webs, but she's just messing around.
She's not messing around. I know she worked real hard to shit those things out.
You've known her a long time, and she's actually really excited to help you on your goal, offering you outfits that give you armor and other bonuses.
It's very sweet that everyone's really, coming for you.
Yeah, no, they love to help you out, because Chronos really fucked shit up.
They're like, baby girl, you are our only hope. Go get him.
With your newly acquired power-ups, you face off with your mentor Hecate once again. And this time, you defeat her. Or maybe the next time or the time after that. It's all on how good you are. If you need more tarot cards, you'll need to collect the right currency to do so, requiring you to start the cycle over and over again until you beat her. Just before you kill her, she stops the fight, saying that you've displayed an impressive show of force, telling you to hold nothing back as you continue on to the next zone. Between each zone is a rest stop. Here you can gain back some health, and with time, buy things from Charon's well. Here, between Erebus and the next location, you see a man shrouded in shadow, standing alone. You approach him, and can only make out his dark silhouette, which is outlined in shimmering gold. He has the voice of an elderly man, with the knowledge that age provides. He wonders who you are. He's unfamiliar with your name or game. You tell him it's none of his fucking business. He says that you must be pressed for time, asking forgiveness for him sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, and sends you back on your way.
I don't trust him. I don't like him. I don't like this.
You leave the old man to his questions, and head into Oceanus, the next zone. It's near the sea with an aquatic theme. You're immediately stopped by a woman standing in your way. She has an overgrown buzz cut, is adorned with bright-colored clothing and jewels, has big black feathery wings on her back, and is holding a very familiar weapon to players of the first game. The adamant rail machine gun / rocket launcher that was completely out of place as one of Zagreus' weapons.
No, it's regular that in Greek mythology he had a rail gun. I love it.
Somehow, she's obtained it over the years.
Good for her.
Her name is Eris, another person you've known a while. Now, sorry, dear listeners, but this is just for Andrea.
Oh.
But we know this person very well.
Okay.
Even has the same hairstyle and high-pitched voice.
Oh, god damn it. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, that was just for me. That's not for anyone, and we will not get into this.
She's wondering what you're doing out here.
What are you doing out here?
Shouldn't you still be practicing? You tell her to get out of the way. You don't have time for her shit. She rolls her eyes and says the two of you should totally hang out soon, then departs.
God, she is that. Sorry. I'm having flashbacks. I feel like my DMs are gonna like warm up just because you're summoning her. Wow.
But not before leaving you with a totally rude debuff that makes you take 20% more damage for no reason at all.
What a bitch!
Just to be a bitch.
What a bitch! So in real life, I got an actual debuff when we were at the ER one.
Right.
I'll talk about that in the Discord. How about that? If you guys want to join the Discord, I will tell you a very spicy story that ends with me in the ER with a doctor screaming, "What drugs are you on?"
Because of this same person.
Because of the same person.
Eris is a child of Nyx, the goddess of the night that raised Zagreus.
More like dicks, because you're a dick.
So she's kind of like a shitty cousin to you. Oceanus is a bit different to Erebus in that you have to travel further down to get closer to the underworld, acting almost like a sewer system as you move manhole covers to descend into the next section. You also notice that the music here is different. You can hear singing, almost like it's resonating through the halls, but you can't seem to determine its source. So you press on, hoping to find out more later. But as you do, the song gets incrementally louder with each room, but still no source of the hauntingly beautiful song anywhere. Eventually, leading to the second gift giver. You find an insanely attractive man sitting near a water's edge, gazing down into its murky waters. You approach and he sighs, saying that you're just another admirer here to gaze upon his beauty. Stare if you must, but know that you have no chance with him. You're like, I don't even know you. I'm not here for you. He's offended.
He's like, why won't you want to fuck me? Everyone wants to fuck me. Whoever this is, I adore their ego.
His name is Narcissus.
Oh my god.
The Narcissus.
Never mind, I take it back. I usually do not fuck with these people.
Narcissism is literally named after him.
I love it.
But if you're not here because of him, then take one of the gifts that as many would-be suitors have left for him and go.
Honestly, this is a good friend. I like that he's just like, well, if you're not gonna fuck me, just like unload some of these beautiful gifts. Like, honestly, this is great. This is a fantastic transactional friendship. I love him.
He's just re-gifting, right?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, what's wrong with having a hot, confident friend?
Yeah.
Especially if they're like, ugh, take this. You know? I love it.
He is trying to see his reflection in this shitty water. So you take his offering and get the hell out of there.
Well, I'm sorry. So he's just spending his afternoon looking into a puddle of mud, being like, where am I?
Yes, he wants to see his reflection.
So he's kind of an idiot.
Oh, he's totally an idiot.
This is a great friend. Like, I'm not someone who tries to fuck my friends. So it's always great when you're like, I have the fuckable friend, but I'm not trying to get with them. So we have this level of respect, you know?
Yeah, I think you would call him a himbo.
I love a himbo. You know I love a himbo. I love a fictional himbo.
Yes,
I don't
not the real ones.
I don't like real ones, but goddamn, this is a perfect himbo.
Eventually, this takes you to the next zone boss room. You land in their chamber and find 3 sea creature ladies.
Ooh.
One is a giant clam rising up out of her shell with long tentacle-like hair draped around her,
Oh, that's cool.
holding a microphone named Scylla, and voiced by blonde Blazer herself, Erin Yvette,
Yes!
who also played Dusa in Hades 1.
And Snow White in The Wolf Among Us. We
Yeah.
love her.
Another is a mermaid, with a lady's body and a fishtail, sitting at a drum set named Roxy, played by a regular collaborator of Darren Korb's named Ashley Barrett. The third is also a mermaid, and is clutching a guitar-like instrument, shaped like a fin, who goes by Jetty, and played by Melinoe's actress, Judy Alice Lee.
Okay, so she did double duty here.
Oh, she does way more than double duty in this game.
Okay, they do have a lot of people involved in the game just doing a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But Erin Yvette seems to be one of the larger names we've seen in the cast to this point, right?
Yeah, I think she wasn't a huge name yet when she did Hades 1. I think she's worked with Supergiant for a long time. She's like one of their
Gotcha.
regular contributors.
She is one of those people that people love to go back to. She must be so wonderful to work with. Because
Right?
you're seeing that with Ad Hoc coming from Telltale and being like, no, we have to bring her in. We saw that with Night School Games coming from the Telltale area. Now we're seeing it here. She must be so wonderful to work with.
Also insanely talented. Like, Scylla sounds nothing like Blonde Blazer, I can tell you.
That's amazing to hear.
Scylla is the only character who speaks in these interactions, and the other two are just backing vocals to her lead singer.
She's the Josie. They're just the Pussycats.
Scylla is so excited to see a woman here. Women never come to their concerts. It's always men.
She said, "It's been a sausage fest, babe. Thank you for showing up."
It's almost as if they had been lured here,
Oh.
as their band is called Scylla and the Sirens.
Wait, I love this structure so much. First of all, I have half of them tattooed on me.
Right?
Just accidentally, because I've got like an Oceany sleeve. So I fuck with this. I feel like I would immediately be like the one girl groupie. I love it.
They practice down here in the depths of Oceanus because their music is so addicting. Men drown themselves just to hear more.
God, that's cool.
It's hard building a fan base that way.
It's the episode of Love, Death, and Robots where
Yeah.
with the gold siren.
They're the source of the music you've been following since entering Oceanus. They're happy to give you a taste, launching into their #1 hit, Coral Crown, as they attack you.
That's cool.
You have to defeat them individually. Twice during this fight,
That's a lot.
which has the brilliant effect of removing their instrument and or voice from the song when they go down.
That's cool. Wait, that's such a thoughtful layer of defeating them. Hell yeah.
Also, like Scylla, one of her moves is that she closes into her clam for protection, and her voice is muffled when she's doing that.
That's so fucking thoughtful. I love it.
Which means they had to record their music a few different times with each combination of a character removed.
Just to kind of make it make sense. That's awesome.
If you're not quite up to the challenge, you succumb to the siren's call and get sent back to the crossroads for another try.
Oh, they don't like eat you?
No.
Damn it.
You commiserate with your frog friend Phrenos, check in with your roomie Dora, and get to brewing up some potions to help you on your next run.
What does Dora do all day?
She just hangs out. She's haunting the area, more or less.
I like her.
Looking around, you notice Nemesis isn't here and wonder where she is. But she does that from time to time.
She's got shit to do.
So you head back down to give it another go. After passing through Erebus once again, you make it back to Oceanus, where you eventually find Nemesis. She's in the process of her own run, trying to beat you to Chronos.
God, she's cool.
As if it were like a race or something.
She's the main character of a different game.
Oh, entirely, right? She proposes a wager for the room you're in, saying that whoever gets the most kills gets 100 gold coins from the other.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't really get a choice in the matter, and the fight commences.
Is she your Wario or is she something cooler and hotter?
She's your nemesis, yeah, entirely. When it's over, the winner gets their reward, which opens up a couple different sewer tunnels for you to move on to the next area. But if you don't act quick enough, Nemesis will choose one, usually the most useful, and you'll be locked out of it needing to take a different route.
I love her so much.
Now, let's say you don't particularly enjoy the music from Scylla and the Sirens.
How could you not?
Or like me in general and like to have something else on in the background while playing games and turn off the sound of the settings.
Okay.
Scylla is not a fan of this choice. She knows when you've turned it off.
I love her already.
She'll blame Roxy and Jetty for not being good enough because it's clearly not Scylla's fault that you don't want to hear them.
She is in a group chat with Narcissus and he is feeding some bad shit into her brain.
Somehow, Narcissus is only the second most narcissistic person in Oceanus.
No. They are best friends and they're gonna make it everyone else's problem. You know they go on the cuntiest coffee dates. You know they fucking hate everyone. You know they have a burn book with a full page for Nemesis just because they don't like that she's tall.
Oh, you're absolutely right. They totally do. Eventually, you beat down the singing sirens, and Scylla goes down, telling you to make sure you like, subscribe, and tell your friends about the other cast. I mean, Scylla and the sirens.
But also, if you do like the other cast,
Yes.
that's good.
Please.
But she will be upset if you play that over her. That's very funny that she can tell when you turn the music down in the
Right?
settings.
Breaking the fourth wall like that is insane.
To be like, excuse the fuck me, I wrote this song for you.
You exit through their dressing room, where you can get some heals and power-ups, then descend into the next zone. You land down in a desolate area. A forest reduced to nearly nothing. Everything is dead and rotten. Called the Fields of Mourning. In myth, the Fields of Mourning is where people who have died of a broken heart go.
Oh, it's just a bunch of sad boys?
Wandering sadly, looking for their lost love. Their depression causing them to leave this place to rot, never caring for anything down here but their own sorrow.
Oh my god.
I've actually had my great and regular grandparents on my dad's side die of broken hearts.
Wait, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry.
My great-grandpa died a month after his wife passed, with no obvious health issues present.
Oh my god.
My dad's dad went within a year of his wife going. Again, for no readily apparent cause other than there wasn't much reason left for him to be around.
That's so sad.
Granted, they were both in their 90s, so they lived long and full lives.
That's a great run.
Yeah, may we all be as lucky as them.
Holy shit, though.
Instead of a bunch of rooms like the last few zones, here you encounter enemies on a giant map with different god boons scattered around it, unleashing waves of bad guys you must defeat in order to obtain them. You'll need to get through a couple of these large areas before moving on to the next zone boss. Coming out to a huge empty plain, you feel the ground tremble around your feet. A hole appears in its center as an infernal beast emerges. Jet black with 3 canine heads.
Good boy.
Angry and ravenous from years of neglect and abuse.
Oh.
The former good boy,
Bad boy.
Cerberus. You're like, yo, I guess I gotta fight Cerberus. You ask what happened to him, promising you'll help get him back to his old self again, somehow. But before you can do that, you need to teach this boy how to heal.
I fucking hate that line in Encanto where she says, yo, why do I gotta fight Cerberus? Just shut the fuck up. Get back to the house. I hate it so much, and Tom brings it up whenever he can.
Why not, you know?
Because I hate
Cerberus
it.
shows up in so many goddamn games.
Because I just hate it, Tom. Okay, let's fix the bad boy. Let's make him a good boy. Let's give him some treats and love.
You discover why he is the guard dog of the Underworld, and are quickly dispatched by the triple-headed threat and return to the crossroads.
Do you think Cerberus likes you or your brother more?
He definitely likes Zagreus more.
Oh, it's hard to be the younger sibling, I'd imagine, you know, when the family's so tight-knit, they've spent hundreds of years together, the dog loves the boy, and you're just the little sister.
To be fair, Cerberus never got to know you,
Oh, okay.
because he's been here the entire time. With Zagreus, they grew up together.
That's true. Okay, so he's like, you smell right, but you don't look right. You're missing an arm, and I hate it.
Nobody is really surprised by your loss. None of them would want to fight Cerberus either.
He said, yo, we don't want to fight, sir. I fucking hate that line so much. It makes my skin crawl.
At the cauldron, you're given the option to cast a spell called Knight's Craftwork. With this, you unlock the ability to carry a set of tools with you on your journey. They help you obtain different currencies through different means, like a shovel to dig, a pick for rocks, a tablet to help some shades pass on, or a fishing rod. Because every game has fishing.
I said that to you once in passing, and it broke everything inside of you.
It was for the first Hades game, actually.
Was it really?
It was.
Was that on mic, or were you just playing? And I was like, why the fuck are you fishing?
I was just playing, and that's when you said it, yeah.
And ever since then, you've been broken as a man.
But once you've used all of them at least once, you unlock a new spell at the cauldron. One named the Faith of Familiar Spirits. Once this is cast, you can recruit animal companions to come with you,
Oh, that is the only thing Hades 1 was missing.
including your good buddy, Phrynos the Frog.
He's a very good frog.
There's also Tula the Cat,
A cat?
Raki the Raven, Hecuba the Hound, and Gale the Polecat.
What is a polecat?
A polecat is a ferret-looking skunk-like animal native to Europe.
Oh, okay, like a critter.
Yeah, it's a critter.
Okay, so I'm American, so I just assumed critter, small and fuzzy. Who's your favorite?
Ooh, I really liked Tula the Cat.
Do they have functional uses, or is it more of just like, I have a friend with me?
They have a twofold purpose, actually. One, they'll take over the task of gathering certain currencies for you.
Oh, that's cool.
So instead of needing the tools, your animal will serve that purpose.
I love that.
The other being that they help you in battles.
Oh, so this is hugely helpful.
Insanely helpful. So like Phrynos, he gives you more health. Tula lets you survive a death-dealing blow. Raki Atakis. Hecuba boosts your magic. And Gale will take a hit for you and then counterattack.
Gale never fails. I do like the frog giving you a little extra health, because he goes, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Now you feel better. And you know what? If I saw a frog, I would also feel better.
Yeah, I like this Gale also a lot more than the last Gale we encountered in Baldur's Gate 3.
You do not have a good run with Gales this season.
You have to unlock each of them one by one over time, needing to complete certain tasks. They can also all get upgrades, making them better, stronger, faster.
You can level up your frog?
You absolutely can.
Fuck,
and then you
cool.
can get like different looks for them, make them look all witchy and shit. It's really fun.
There's skins for the frog?
There are, yeah. All the animals, not just the frog, but
no,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I want the frog. I love this. That's cool. Oh, how good would like a partnered cosplay be if you dressed your dog up as the frog?
Oh, that'd be so cute. Or the dog that's in the... You're obsessed with the frog. Okay, I get
the frog.
it. Now that you at least have the tools, or if not your frog pal,
Yeah.
you activate a few more tarot cards and dive back into the shit. The next time you pass through the Fields of Mourning, you encounter your third gift giver, who also happens to be my favorite.
Ooh.
Her name is Echo.
Echo.
She's more or less a living statue who can't form her own words. She has to echo yours.
Echo.
You approach saying, I mean you no harm, which she repeats, I mean you no harm. You no harm. No harm. You say, cool, that makes two of us.
You think she's agreeing?
Yeah. You ask if there's anything you can do to ease her burden, to which she repeats, ease your burden. Ease your burden. Your burden. Then she offers you help, often letting you get another boon from the last god you encountered.
Oh, so you can double down. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really useful.
Because she's an echo. Damn.
Smart, right?
I like that.
Even though she can only repeat, she manages to always make it feel like a response or an answer. She's marvelously well written and performed by none other than Judy Alice Lee as well.
Okay, girl.
The reason Echo is like this is because she's a nymph who was cursed by Zeus's wife, Hera. Zeus, being the flirt he is, liked to visit her and the other nymphs often. Hera, being suspicious, followed him. Echo realized what Hera was doing and attempted to distract her in order to give Zeus time to get away before being caught. Hera saw right through her bullshit and cursed Echo to never be allowed to choose her own words ever again.
Oh, fuck.
Heartbroken by her fuck-up, she's stuck here in the Fields of Mourning as a result.
Is there like a Jerry Springer or Maury equivalent to the Greek gods? Because they need it.
Oh my god, I would pay to watch that.
That's gotta be a thing. Maybe it's a play we write.
Yeah.
You know, because Jesus Christ, these people are so toxic. They make it everyone else's problem. That's the thing. They're like, you know, out in Harry Potter, there's like really just 4 families that make their drama everyone else's problem.
Right.
Same deal with this shit.
After getting some help from the little nymph, you go back to fight Cerberus again. Eventually, you're able to tame the savage beast. The fight stops, and Cerberus shakes off the black fur and angry demeanor, reverting to the Clifford Red good boy you remember.
Oh.
One far more vicious and difficult to kill, but he's at least on your side now.
Oh, good.
He steps aside and allows you to exit the Fields of Mourning and finally enter Tartarus, the starting zone from the first game.
Oh, that's cool.
It's changed so much since you last saw it.
Hundreds of years, right?
Ravaged by time.
Oof.
What was once a fancy path through the underworld is now in ruins. The river Styx running golden instead of blood red.
Oof.
Pretty, sure, but that's not the color it should be. While the first game started just outside the gates of the House of Hades, and then proceeded through Tartarus, this time you have to start at the end and work your way backward toward the gate. Chronos keeps interrupting your fights as his silhouette fills the screen, saying that you are trespassing and that your insolence will not be tolerated, sending waves of attacks as you descend the increasingly familiar terrain. This is also the only zone to contain mobs from the previous entry as well,
Whoa.
serving a new master in the absence of their old one,
Oh, that's sad.
especially after Chronos gave them all a lot more power than Hades had. You eventually fight your way to the gates, and find that they have changed drastically in the years since Hades went missing. The doorway, no longer adorned with the crisscross symbol of the House of Hades. Now, It has the face of Chronos carved into it instead.
Oh my god, he rebranded?
Entirely.
Bastard man.
You can't open the gates, so you enter the only way you know how. By diving into the river Styx and hoping you can find a swim path to the waiting pool where Zagreus would appear after each of his rounds. A path you do find and emerge from, back inside the house of your father. The house of Hades has fallen into disrepair. All the work Zagreus had put into it, gone.
Oh.
The grand mural that was once behind Hades' desk is cracked and altered. Pictures of just a single older man line the walls. Chronos, the Titan of Time. He sits on a mighty throne where Hades' desk was once located.
See, you say Narcissus is the most self-absorbed person. This is pretty bad.
It's really bad. In Greek mythology, there are actually two characters with this name, both of which are Titans. One starts with a K, the other with a CH. This one is a CH. They were more or less combined into one character for this game's purposes, though.
That makes sense.
He smiles, saying that the two of you meet again, as he was that shadowy figure that you met passing through to Oceanus.
Duh.
Now in full light, you see your grandfather. He looks like a well-preserved old man, whose body is being held together, kintsugi style. Kintsugi being the Japanese custom of putting broken pottery back together using golden powder. A method of highlighting the cracks as opposed to hiding them. There are golden streaks across the body of Chronos. If you recall to the first game's episode, the gods killed the titans who birthed them, including Chronos. Then they cut them up into tiny pieces, scattering them throughout Tartarus.
Jesus.
Clearly, Chronos managed to put himself back together, hence the kintsugi body parts.
Ugh.
He apologizes for the state of your old home. He's been working on renovating for ages. But you know how construction goes. It never finishes within the promised timeline.
He really blamed contractors in this shit. Are you fucking kidding? I hate this man.
You tell him to get off that stolen throne. You're here to reclaim it. He's like, come on, there's no need to rush. We have plenty of time.
The way he keeps injecting his own shit like he's getting paid by the minute. Like, you know, like he's like, I have trademarked the word time, so every time I use it, I get paid by me?
He asks, how have you been? Also, how did you get here? You answer with a curse, saying, hear me, you enemy of night and darkness now. For your transgressions, you shall imminently die.
Yeah.
Under chthonic doctrine, this I vow, for there is no escape from fate beneath the sky.
Get him, girl.
He gets angry, saying that you know cursing is forbidden here. Fighting is as well. So if you're going to make an exception, then so will he. Time for you to go.
He's such a bastard man.
He stands, and you mightily shout, death to Chronos, as you begin the battle for your father's house. Unfortunately, Chronos is a fucking beast, because the only thing you know about an old man is that he has survived much more and much worse than you. He's so powerful that he's another character who can break the fourth wall based on something you do outside the game.
Whoa.
If you were to enter the pause menu while fighting, he yells at you, saying, excuse me? Time doesn't stop for you. It stops when I say it does.
Shut up.
But sure, go ahead and do whatever it is you find so important that you put our battle on hold. Lazy ass.
Oh my god, so if you have to go pee, he will heckle you?
Entirely, right?
That's insane.
Honestly, he has several lines for this circumstance if you pause during his battle. It's pretty funny stuff.
That's so cool.
His fight is long and difficult, even entering a second phase, where he transports you to a clock face. Eventually, ending your attempt with a night-ending blow, sending you back to the crossroads. Or so you think.
Oh.
What he does instead is knock you back to when you were a child.
Whoa, that's fucked up.
You're in the crossroads, standing nearby Hypnos, who was fast asleep even back then. As a child, you have both your arms whole still. You count down from 3 to 1 and set off to find the person you're playing hide and seek with. Homer, the narrator, guiding you through. You tell Homer to shut up. He's going to give away your position if he keeps narrating your every move.
Oh, he's doing this out loud, not just in your head.
Well, Homer's like, who's Homer? I've never heard of the guy. Anyway, you tell him whatever. If he's going to talk, at least help you find the hiding person. You see Odysseus and ask if Hecate is around here somewhere. You're looking for her. He tells you he hasn't, but if he were you, he'd look for her pointy witch hat. So you look some more and eventually find her. She's like, ho ho, try again, little one, then vanishes. 2 more times, you find her hiding.
God, she's cool.
Laughing, you tell her she's not good enough to hide from you. Hecate is amazed. She's never heard you laugh before.
Oh.
You've been so sad ever since your parents disappeared. You have your mother's laugh, it turns out. She wasn't expecting that.
Oh.
You promise her you won't cry anymore. You're still sad about your parents, but it's not so hard to get through that sadness anymore. Hecate reminds you never to make promises you can't keep. Plus, tears are not so special that you need to keep them bottled. Let them flow should they come.
Oh my God, yes.
You tell Hecate that you want to be big and strong like her. She never cries, and you want to be tough when you eventually kill Chronos. Hecate swears to train you so that you can succeed where she failed. If for no other reason than the Underworld is your birthright, as the princess of it. You're like, whoa, did you fight Chronos and lose? She says, never mind all that. Killing Chronos won't change the past regardless. So let's focus on the future.
Hecate being like, this isn't about me.
With those words, you find yourself back in the crossroads, ready for another go at Chronos. Modern day Hecate is amazed you actually made it to him, asking what it was like finally facing off against him. You tell her how difficult he is, but that you're certain you can take him, and she cheers you on. Everyone does, in fact. All of them wanting to return to a time when he wasn't in charge. After fighting off the different zone bosses, you end up back in Tartarus. In one of the rooms, you're shocked. Good boy Cerberus is here, just chilling, next to Boldy.
That's my favorite!
Unfortunately, moss has grown over the no longer rolling stone,
Oh.
and his face isn't visible anymore.
No, not my Boldy!
Next to the two is a third, an old man in rags, chained up. He has a long, dark gray beard and a crisscross pattern down his front. He's angry, wondering who his new tormentor is, wondering if your frail ass is really supposed to break him. You ask if he's the master of Cerberus, and he laughs, saying that if he's to be remembered as anything, there are worse titles than Master of Cerberus. But he's curious why the dog isn't chewing you up and spitting you out of 3 mouths right now. You're like, wait, if he's the Master of Cerberus, then that makes him Hades.
Oh, shit.
Your father, once again played by the award-winning Logan Cunningham.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh.
You introduce yourself to him for the first time as an adult. Hades is shocked, saying that if Chronos finds you, he'll destroy you. You retort that you'll slay him where he stands, asking if he's nearby. Hades wonders how you can do that when he couldn't. What do you expect to happen? You tell him to hold out his chains so you can break them, but he refuses, saying that if he leaves, things will only get worse for everyone involved.
Oh.
You need to get out of here and forget about him. But then he offers you a boon of his own, just in case. His boons mostly have to do with your fight with Chronos specifically, giving you workarounds for as many attacks, even nullifying a couple.
Oh, shit.
You leave your father, promising him a solution, and enter his house to confront Chronos once again.
So, Hades is such a girl dad.
Yeah.
You know, when he runs into Zagreus in game 1, he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm dressed as Santa. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you in like a multi-level fight. Isn't it like 2 or 3 different levels of that fight? Yeah, it's a really long fight. With him, he's like, baby girl, don't worry about me. You move on with your life. Take a gift. I'm gonna hang out with the dog.
You also have to remember that Zagreus beat him into being a good father. Eventually.
That's true, but he's given girl dad.
Chronos is surprised. You vanished before he could kill you last time. wondering if you really return just to give him a chance to add you to his collection.
Oh, fuck you, Chronos.
You go, your collection? We're your family, you dick. No wonder your kids cut you up into pieces. They should have put his broken ass on display instead of all over Tartarus.
Yeah.
At least then they could have kept an eye on him and stopped him from rising once again. He says that's actually why he came back so angry. He wasn't a big fan of being cut up and thrown away like common trash. Then he stands up, saying that now you're the only common trash in this house, and he needs to take you out.
Oh, fuck you. This is really just about bad family dynamics.
Entirely.
This whole series, not just this game, the last one too.
It took 6 gods working together to take him down once. He won't be bested by a mere child this time.
Oh, fuck you, old man.
Speaking of, maybe it's time he go and visit them as well. Mount Olympus would make a great new home, don't you think? Fortunately for you, those very gods have given you enough boons to finally defeat the Titan of Time.
Oh, hell yeah.
He asks how it was possible. You respond that you don't answer questions or show mercy,
Hell yeah.
telling him to just fucking die already.
Yes.
He laughs through his death throes, saying that he's deathless. He'll be back, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ugh.
Once the new day begins, so too will he. Plus, the House of Hades belongs to him now. His power will cast you out if he no longer inhabits it. You're like, yeah, whatever. He'll come back in the morning, but so will you.
Yes.
You'll come back to kill him as many times as you have to, until he can't come back any longer. He warns you that he may need to reevaluate the status of your family members should you do so. Just keep that in mind. You're like, oh no, a bunch of people I don't really know. This isn't about them.
Dad didn't even fucking recognize me.
This is about killing Chronos now, and nothing more. Of course, this is all a bluff. You just don't want him to know that.
Yeah.
He finally dies, leaving behind his golden remains, which you collect. Since he no longer inhabits the house, you have a short time period to explore, eventually finding Zagreus' old bedroom.
Oh, from the first game?
Yeah. Going in, you see the mirror he used to power himself up, a gift from Nyx, the goddess of the night. You read an inscription that says, "In dream I shall remain unseen," thinking it must mean something, that you will need to be in a dream state to use it. Being a witch, you do what most of us wish we could, and cast a spell to make you fall asleep instantly on Zagreus' bed.
Tom, we have that. It's called Trazodone.
Ambien.
I take half of one a night. It's fucking great.
Your spirit splits from your body, and you can see yourself lying in bed asleep, while a shade version of yourself looks down at it. You approach the mirror and recite an incantation, which turns the mirror into a portal.
Whoa.
You're hoping to find a connection to a past version of Zagreus through this mirror, praying he will be there looking into his mirror from the other side. You travel through the ether, back through time, when you hear the voice of Zagreus, played again by Darren Korb, messing with his hair, trying to get it to behave while looking into the mirror in the far distant past.
Just doing brother shit.
You approach it and he goes, "What the hell? Who is that and why are they in my mirror?" He starts asking if this is one of Hypnos' dream pranks.
Sorry, the idea that he's like, is this another fucking dream prank? Hypnos, come on, buddy.
You say, yes and no. Yes, this is a dream, but it's also the only way for the two of you to communicate through this mirror. You're Melinoe, his sister, and you desperately need his help. He says that would explain the eyes and the sigil of Hades on your clothing. So what's up, dream sister?
He buys into this so quickly.
You tell him about Chronos, and that he is planning to take over the House of Hades during Zagreus' time. You tell him that he needs to find Chronos and kill him before it all goes down. Here in this time, Chronos has taken everyone from the Underworld captive, and is now about to launch an attack on Mount Olympus. Zagreus goes, "Damn, I thought this was all real." But that's like too crazy of a story.
No, this one's not a prank.
Besides, he never remembers his dreams. When he wakes up, there's no chance in hell he will remember this.
Ugh.
He'll need some form of proof to know this is all real, and then a way to remember it when he wakes up. You tell him the magic you cast to make this possible will ensure he remembers, so that's covered. You tell him that Hecate is who raised you. He needs to tell her everything you told him. She'll know what to do. But don't tell anyone else. They might screw everything up. Zagreus says he's never heard of Hecate. But that's actually a good sign this is all real. It's not a name he thinks his brain would make up for a dream.
Okay.
A loud bang is heard, and he wonders what happened. You tell him Chronos is about to come back to life, just like he's about to do in his time, so you need to go. If you're here when he returns, he could trap you here or worse. Zagreus understands and hopes this isn't a one-off encounter, wanting to see you again. You tell him you came across time in dreams. You'll figure out a way to do it again, don't worry. He says goodbye for now, as you cast the spell that sends you back to the crossroads.
How fantastic is it to run back into Zagreus when you're playing?
It was such a shock, honestly. I did not see that fucking coming at all.
Yeah.
It's a delight to see him again.
Because you're just told he's captured, it's been hundreds of years. It's a different kind of Zagreus if we do encounter him in this point in the timeline. And they're like, nope, we'll give you prime Zagreus.
It's not like his voice actor wasn't available.
Yeah. He was filling out expense reports and they're like, buddy, just hop in the fucking booth for like 10 minutes. He's like, fine, but give me 20 more minutes to do my expense reports before you submit them.
Hecate is stoked to hear your mission was a success. You tell her that you barely had time to convince Zagreus who you were before time ran out. So she suggests you quit with the convincing and just get to the point.
Yeah.
This begins some of the repetitive nature of this game, since you'll have to defeat Chronos multiple times. Sometimes you'll succeed, others you won't, having to pass through each zone every run. But at the very least, things change for you.
Okay.
For example, Scylla and the Sirens have more songs they play during battle. When they debut a new song, they play it before the fight kicks off, with the camera zooming in closer, and an old-school MTV-style credit appears in the bottom left of the screen.
Like it's a music video?
Yeah.
Wait, that's sick.
Gives the name of the band, the song title, the album, and production company involved.
I love this so much. I feel like you played them a lot, too. I feel like that's a very common thing to run into.
I think you also just noticed it when I played the game so much because it's the only one with, like, music that goes along with it.
Okay, so it caught my attention more than the other fights.
Yeah, most definitely. Such as the song Bewitching Eyes, or the classic, I'm gonna claw out your eyes, then drown you to death.
It's a bop.
You listen to the lyrics and go, wait, is this fucking song about us?
Bitch, you better be joking.
Scylla laughs, saying, you're so vain, thinking this song is about you.
Narcissus is like, pitch, please.
You tell her that she literally describes your hair, eyes, and clothing that were in the lyrics. Who else could it be about? Then Scylla goes, whatever, Jetty wrote it anyway. You also keep running into Eris, the girl with the wings and short hair. She wonders what's been going on. Chronos is attacking Mount Olympus now, wondering if that means you're going to go and attack him there now. You tell her you'd prefer not to, and she could totally help you instead of getting in your way and cursing you on her way out.
Mm-hmm.
She says that's true, she could do that. Then curses you on her way out.
Atta girl.
Between one of your deaths, you meet a man named Moros. He's the personification of doom.
Just like the concept?
Just the concept of doom, yeah. He's another child of Nyx.
Oh.
He's been sent to watch over you and provide guidance. But he doesn't follow you out of there. You can summon him to your campsite at the crossroads using an incantation at the cauldron. From there, he doesn't provide much outside helping you track your many side quests. Kind of lame for Doom Incarnate, if you ask me, but at least he's included, I guess.
Well, canonically, Doom's a lot cooler on the id Software world.
He's got his own game. As you keep fighting, the gods who provide your boons start telling you about the attack on Mount Olympus as well, saying shit is getting bad up there.
Do you think they're hinting like, hey, we could use another set of fucking hands upstairs?
That's entirely what they're doing.
And you're like, I could not care less. I am a basement-dwelling bitch.
They're doing everything they can to hold him off, but helping you is kind of holding them back. You apologize, saying that you're trying to stop him down here, so he can't hurt them up there, hoping they understand.
They don't.
Yeah, they kind of do, and continue to provide aid.
Okay.
The next time you confront Chronos in his stolen lair, he laughs, saying, you thought you got him, didn't you? You say, no, you knew it would take more than one time to finish him off, you're not stupid. But you can at least keep him delayed by doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
After his defeat, you head back into Dreamland and enter the mirror. You approach the one in the past and hear Zagreus once again trying to get his hair under control.
Why is he plagued by just bad hair days?
He sees you and goes, "What the hell? Who are you and what are you doing here?" Then says, "Just kidding, I remember everything." Now, where were we?
This fucking brother bullshit. Ugh.
He wonders why you're choosing him for this task, killing his own grandfather. But then answers his own question as he is the head of security.
Also, her grandfather too. They're kind of in on this together.
You're like, actually, he's the only one you can access through this mirror.
Oh.
Thankfully, he has defeated gods and titans before, so he just happens to be suited for the task.
Like, there are a lot of layers to why he is the person we're talking to, and he doesn't get it.
He's like, touche, but also, where even is Chronos, and what should he do when he finds him? Also, why is he going to attack? Betting it has something to do with Hades. He's always pissing people off.
That's true.
You don't know why he's going to attack, assuming it's just a power play. You say that legend states that his remains were scattered across Tartarus, so start looking in its depths. As for what to do, you're still working on that part. He's like, wow, for someone who has been planning this their entire life, you don't really seem to have a comprehensive plan, but whatever. Agreeing to start an investigation into things that appear off. Promising not to involve anyone else, so Chronos doesn't find out about your half-assed plans.
Sneaky.
Hecate is proud of you for getting Zagreus to agree to help, even if it's begrudgingly. But she's also worried about the rumors of Mount Olympus being attacked by his forces, urging you to continue fighting so you can stop him. Taking the Underworld is one thing, but the end of Mount Olympus would be the end of everything.
Yeah.
You head back in and are greeted by a new god and his boons. The god of swiftness and messenger of Mount Olympus, Hermes.
Do you mean Hermes?
No, not a scarf.
The Birkin guy.
He comes with a message from Zeus himself, saying they need your help, begging you to come assist them as Chronos has unleashed a horrible beast upon Mount Olympus, and they're struggling to hold it back.
Ooh.
You explain that the way up is blocked, but you'll see if Hecate knows how to get past the barrier, wondering how you'll divide your attention between the two paths.
Hermes can't just, take you with him?
It's Hermes.
And no?
No. Hermes appreciates it, saying it's hard for the gods to swallow their pride and ask for help, so you know it's serious. Shortly after, you find another new person, Selene, who rides down on a chariot pulled by a Pegasus.
That's cool immediately.
She's the literal moon, her symbol being the one you wear upon your forehead. You're kind of her biggest fan.
So, some people are gods of a concept.
Yeah.
Some people are, the personification of an idea, like Doom. And she's just the moon.
She's the fucking moon.
Fuck yeah.
She sees everything on the surface and assures you that the gods have it handled. Your mission in the Underworld is more important, and they don't really need you just yet. But they will soon.
She really was like, don't worry about the little speedy dude, okay?
For now, focus on your mission at hand. She doesn't offer you boons in the traditional sense.
There's no moon boon?
No, instead, being a witch herself offers you hexes.
Ooh.
Powerful bonuses to your magic abilities. Once she shows up during a run, her next appearances grant you a skill tree for that cycle to make your magic insanely powerful.
That's fucking sick.
You find your father again, still bound in chains in the room with Moldy Boldy. He says that Chronos came and demanded he tell him where you live. But you've never told him, so he could truthfully say he didn't know.
There you go.
He warns you that Chronos is going to come at you harder now. You apologize that he was tortured for information on you, but that Chronos doesn't need to come find you. You're coming to find him instead.
Hell yeah.
Hades says he wasn't tortured, not to worry. Chronos was a terrible father. He should never have had kids to start.
Oh, the cycle that begins.
You tell him that you know the story of what he and his siblings did to him, but there's not many stories of what it was like for them all growing up. He says that none of them grew up to be like Chronos, which pissed him off.
What a nightmare.
When it was time for him to give up his rule and pass down the throne, he refused. So they were forced to take action and seize control themselves.
Oof.
A memory he'd rather keep buried. So he changes the subject and offers you a boon instead, hoping you can keep up with killing Chronos. Though you do still wonder why he took it out on Hades, assuming it was simply because he was risen in the Underworld and Hades was nearest. Your next meeting with Chronos, He's clearly losing his patience with you after defeating him a few times. He wonders why you're fighting so hard for a family you claim to not give a shit about. And you shouldn't. Look what they did to him. He was family once, and they destroyed him. Now you're here, doing the same. You're just like the people you don't love.
Ugh.
You tell him to stop acting like he's the one who cares about family. He only cares about power and was unwilling to give it up when it was his time.
Start flipping it around on him's pretty cunty.
Yeah, right? They destroyed him because he had earned his destruction. He says those entitled brats hadn't earned his power. They could have asked nicely, but instead, they chose destruction.
I think this is secession.
Too bad. Nobody, not even he, can change the past. With that, he stands for another fight. After his defeat, you return to the Dream Mirror. Zagreus says that he started his investigation, and while he didn't find much, he was able to locate some machinery that is very out of place for Tartarus.
Oh.
You ask if it's a bunch of golden gears, because that shit is everywhere in the Tartarus that you know. He confirms it is, saying he'll try to trace its origin now that you've confirmed it is connected to Chronos. He asks if you figured out how to defeat him in his time. You say that you'll need a weapon. One that is available in both his time and yours. The weapons you're using, the nocturnal arms, don't have the power to kill him outright. It would be especially useful if it's a weapon tied to family. He says he has his weapons, but they couldn't kill Hades, let alone Grandpa Titan. All they ever did was send Hades for a swim in the river Styx, promising to think on it while he follows the machinery. He then asks, what happened to all his friends and loved ones? What happened to them when Chronos attacked? You tell him about Hypnos, Scalemius, and poor Cerberus.
Oh.
But as for the others, you're not sure, assuming they're all bound somewhere like Hades. You thank him for trusting you, as the night ends, and the dream world vanishes. Back in the crossroads, you ask Nemesis why she keeps running off into the underworld, as you keep seeing her down there. Her job is to stay here and keep everyone safe should Chronos show up. Nemesis says it's boring. Hecate's magic is keeping this place concealed, so she has nothing to do. Plus, now her dumbass brother Moros is here, and she can't stand him.
Moros is her brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Mr. Doom and Gloom all the time, and she doesn't like being around all that negativity.
She's in such an emo family, and like, she's not even the Hades family, you
Right?
know? Like, there's just a secondary emo as fuck lineage here.
Like Harry Potter, there's only 4 families.
Yeah. And they're all very defined by like a vibe.
You tell her she needs to stay put. The crossroads needs her. Then you head back down.
The crossroads.
It's been a while since you've run into Artemis, and you ask Arachne on your next meeting if she's seen her. Arachne tells you she avoids gods at all possible costs. Fuck all of them. You say she seems to hate the gods more than she hates Chronos even, wondering why. Arachne says that Chronos didn't turn her into a fucking spider.
Well, her name's Arachne. Like, it was bound to happen.
A god did turn her into one, so again, fuck those guys. But she likes you and agrees to keep making you clothing. On your way up, you find a mysterious hole that you hadn't noticed before.
Oh.
In order to enter, you have to make a blood sacrifice.
Oh.
Curious and full of health, you decide why not and dive into it. You find yourself in an ethereal void and see a god boon in the center.
This can't be good.
Well, you approach it, saying your incantation to access it. The voice of a dozen people speaking layered over one another speaks to you as an androgynous figure appears. Mostly female in the face, holding the skull of another, who has an umbilical cord attached to a baby coming from its mouth.
Ah.
A character I was horribly wrong about in the first episode, and my theory did not pan out in this one either.
Okay.
For they are the god Chaos, the origin of all existence. I thought it was going to be Zagreus after a million runs, but it's not.
It's very funny that the origin of all existence is just chaos?
Yep.
As a concept?
They offer boons that come with a price, just like they did before. Honestly, nothing else is different but their design in this one. Kind of a bummer.
It sounds like a pretty fucked up design, though.
Oh, it's an insane design. You eventually defeat Chronos once more, who says it's a shame you were so young when he took everything from you. you never got to discover for yourself how disappointing family can be.
Oh my god. Okay, so I know this is a small team, but can they afford therapy?
I would hope so, right? I think they dump it all out into the game.
Okay, this is their outlet?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're like, oh, I don't know. Chronos has been pretty disappointing so far.
Gramps, I kind of hate you.
Letting that sting ring through his ears as he goes down again. In Dreamville, you find your brother. He's anxious and excited because he figured out what weapon you can use. Gigaros, the Spear of Hades.
Oh, that's cool.
He can attest, it's an ass kicker and fills all the requirements you gave him. You're like, great, it's probably around here somewhere, you'll just need to find it. Then you ask how accessible it is to him in his time. He says it'll take some doing, but he'll get his hands on it. You have a brainwave and ask him to retrieve it, and then hide it somewhere in his bedroom. That way, you can find it in your time.
That's smart.
To which he agrees. He also found where Chronos is rebuilding himself.
Oh.
He hasn't approached the location yet, but he at least knows where it is. Directly under the throne of Hades, of course.
Son of a bitch.
He always had a flair for poetic justice.
Mm.
The night ends, and you have a flashback to when you were a baby. You see Hades, commanding Hecate to take you and hide. Something terrible is approaching, and he doesn't want anything happening to your poor innocent self.
Oh.
She vanishes, and then you, the player, take control of Hades.
Oh, this is the first time you take control of Hades, right?
Ever, yeah.
That's cool.
Stomping around his bedchambers. Exiting, you find Nyx, trapped in some sort of golden time bubble, unable to move. You rush to your throne room, where every inhabitant is also under the same spell.
Oh, God.
Chronos is there, sitting on your throne.
That fucker.
He greets you, noting your long beard and happy little family. Scared, you say, "Hi, Dad. Wasn't expecting your visit. Please ignore the mess. We weren't ready for company. Why are you here?"
Oh, no.
He's like, "Oh, I was in the area and thinking about that time you and your siblings killed me. Thought I'd stop by." You told him that he started that fight. It's not your fault he lost. But also, he's supposed to be dead. How did he get here? Chronos says, spite is the actual fountain of youth, right? That's about all he had left after you killed him. But not to worry, your family and friends are safe, more or less. They're trapped in a time freeze. It's you, Hades, that he's here to fuck with. You told him that he can have you, so long as everyone else is safe.
Oh.
Besides, once Olympus finds out about this, they'll come to the rescue, he's sure of it. Chronos laughs, saying, "You've become far too accustomed to giving orders. You forget who you're speaking to." Then he demands you tell him where the Fates reside, for they're the ones who decided it was time for him to give up his power in the first place. You say you have no idea. Nobody knows where the three sisters of Fate are. Not even Nyx. She's their mother, and she knows everything. Chronos says, "We'll see about that." And the nightmare ends, sending you back to the crossroads as Melinoe.
Holy shit.
You run out to find Moros, to ask about his sisters, the three Fates, wondering if he knows where they are. He doesn't. They haven't been seen in ages. Nobody can control fate. They make sure of it. He assumes Chronos wants to find them, so he can try to at the very least. You check in with Nemesis to see what she knows of her sisters. She doesn't offer much, only that they decided Hades could rule the Underworld, until they decided it was Chronos' turn. Nobody understands the will of the Fates, but they do have their reasons. They seem to understand time better than the Titan of it. You fight your way back to your father, needing answers for what happened next in the vision you saw. He's shocked by how much you know, saying the Fates must have granted you that glimpse. You fear that Chronos must have captured them like he did the others, since he's taken control. Hades says that's nonsense. Nobody can control them, even Chronos. But if he had, then you don't stand a chance. Since he's certain that you do, now that you've beaten him several times, that's a sign he doesn't have them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Back in the throne room, Chronos says that if his own children had visited him as often as you do, maybe none of this would have come to pass.
Oh my god, he's the most bitter bastard of all time.
You're like, oh, is someone lonely? Tough shit, asshole. Was it worth it? He admits, no, it hasn't been worth it. He'd rather have had a happy family. But the fates decided otherwise for him. Now he has to fight his God's damned granddaughter every night. All because his children were little dickheads.
This is like a nightmare Thanksgiving scenario. I've never met either of my grandfathers, so I don't know what that relationship is like. Just like personally, they passed before I ever got to meet either of them. This sounds like a fucking nightmare. This is not making me like wistful for a relationship with a grandfather I never had. This sucks.
Yeah, maybe one of them will come back.
Oh.
This kicks off another fight. After he's downed, you return to Slumberland so you can visit Zagreus. He tells you he managed to convince Hades to straight up give him the staff, saying he needed it for security purposes.
I'm sorry, tell me that situation. Dad, I need your magical staff. Fucking why, Zag? Security?
Yeah, it's my job. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go throw the bone with Cerberus for a while. You fucking take it. I don't care.
You're like, great. But you didn't see it in the bedroom. Where is it? He says he needs more information from you before he can fully trust you. What if this was all a plan to get that staff from some nefarious villain? In his timeline, he doesn't have a sister yet, so how can he trust you're telling the truth?
Look at our eyes, bud. We're the same.
You came to him in a dream and asked him to kill a family member he's never met.
I do appreciate that he's like, are we sure this isn't like a long game from Hypnos?
Yeah.
He loves pranks.
Or just somebody else.
Boldy.
He's not even sure he wants to, as it's starting to feel a little sus. You snap, your father's rage boiling up inside you, saying you're the son and daughter of the king and queen of the Underworld. You do what you must, not what you desire. You don't want to be killing your grandpa every night either, but you do it because you have to, so you can save everyone.
Baby girl being like, shut the fuck up, this isn't fun. Help me do this now.
Now be the head of security, Zagreus, and help you kill Chronos for good. Zagreus recognizes Hades in your anger.
The sister he's never met delivering dad so perfectly. She convinces him based on that is some wild shit.
He says that there was a time he wished to kill Hades as well, but he's glad he didn't, as they have a great relationship today. Maybe you could learn from that.
Oh my god.
You fire back that Hades and Chronos are nothing alike. Neither is the situation. Chronos is more than just a jerk. He's fucking evil. Zagreus is equally mad, saying you know nothing of what it was like. Hades killed him so many times. The gods loved killing each other. It's what they did back then for fun.
When they weren't fucking, they were killing.
But they got over it eventually, and they're all friends now. But the time for arguing ends, as you feel Chronos coming back for another round of terror, saying you'll continue this argument next time you haunt his dreams. Zagreus goes, oh good, another threat. He loves threats. Great way to get him on your side. Then you vanish and arrive back in the crossroads.
I'm so frustrated with Zagreus, but I understand his point. He's like, time is kind of meaningless for us, you know? Like, we're eternal beings. We always come back. You and I are children of the Underworld. Death is not a big deal. Like, we ironically let the time go by. Zagreus is a time apologist.
Right.
Which is fucked up considering the situation. And like, baby girl's like, I just need you to help me finish this. And he's like, have you considered not? Ugh.
You're upset with yourself and him, knowing that fighting each other won't help.
Yeah, we can't add sibling fighting to the other pieces of family drama going on.
Hecate has some advice. Maybe give Zagreus and yourself time to cool off your tempers. You're both children of Hades, after all. She's noticed the battle raging on Mount Olympus, and suggests you take out your frustration on whatever's happening up there. Always worked for the men in your family, fighting it out. Also, maybe a dip in the local hot spring as well. Your muscles are surely sore.
Ooh.
You angrily agree realizing this isn't how you normally act.
Your brother brings out the worst in you.
With the cauldron, you cast a spell to release the block on the path upward. With the hot spring, you can invite people who reside in the crossroads to join you, where you skinny dip and get to know them better.
Whoa!
If you offer enough nectar and ambrosia, you might even get to bone down in the hot springs.
Shut up, there's fucking in this one?
Of course there's fucking in this game.
There's not... the first one is horny in art, but not in action.
No, there's horny in action in that one, too.
You can hook up?
Oh, yeah, you can totally hook up.
Okay. Ooh. I don't think you get a spicy cutscene or anything, though, right?
No, there's no nudity in this game.
It's all off-screen, implied fucking.
The camera, goes off and shows, the wind blowing.
Ew!
You can even invite my favorite beautiful antagonistic nemesis. It takes time and effort, but you can seduce her eventually.
Well, the friends to enemies is a very classic pipeline.
Oh, right? Or, if you prefer, Odysseus or Moros or others that will show up later.
Can you have more than one romantic interest?
They're Greek gods. Of course they're poly.
Monogamy, I hardly know her. Yeah, okay, that's fun. And you can be a bisexual nightmare.
Oh, entirely.
I love it.
But most important is the opening of the path to Mount Olympus.
That is not the most important. The most important
is the
fucking. Is getting down in the hot tub.
You keep hearing Chronos is trying to go after it, so you begin a new path leading up the mountain. But first, you have to pass through the remains of Ephyra, or Corinth, as we call it in our time, which has been destroyed and left to ruin. Zeus is the first god you encounter, and he's shocked to see you on the surface. Your bloodline can't survive above ground, which proves to ring true, as your health slowly begins to drain. You fight as far as you can, but barely make it to the second room before you drop to 0 and are sent back to the crossroads. You're like, oh, come on, what was the point? But Moros interrupts your dissension, saying that you knew the fates cursed your bloodline, making it impossible for you to go to Mount Olympus. Yet you still tried. You respond that you only kind of knew that. You just didn't think it would kill you that quickly.
You're like, I'm mixed. I thought it'd be okay for a minute.
He's like, well, being the Fate's brother, he may or may not have seen the spell they cast to cause that curse. Which means he may or may not have also seen the spell that removes it, giving you the incantation to make it go away.
Hell yeah. Okay, doom and gloom.
Yeah, it's a nice way to retcon the problem Zagreus faced when he found his mother in the same location all those years ago.
Yeah.
At the crossroads, there's a new face. That buzz-cut bitch Eris.
You know I got problems with her.
She figured since her brother and sister Moros and Nemesis are here, she would be welcomed as well.
No!
Right? Swearing she will no longer interrupt your runs and put that curse on you.
She's so annoying.
Also, she likes to eat candy and leaves her fucking trash everywhere.
She's messy on top of it.
On top of it.
Messy bitch.
Unfortunately, in order to cast a spell to take away your bloodline's curse, you need to collect some shit from both the surface and Underworld, so you set about doing so, leading to several runs of both, with the surface tries being very short-lived and difficult as you keep dying very quickly. Eventually, you run into Artemis again.
Serving Hunt.
She says she heard you invited literal doom into your camp, wondering how that's working out for you.
He eats ass, so might as well.
You say surprisingly well, and tell her to stop by and see for herself, which she will eventually do. While there, you can find her singing by a pond, and you can join her and harmonize. It's really quite pretty.
That's cool.
While running, Arachne confronts you, saying she heard you're now helping the gods. She's surprised, considering what she told you about them.
They turned me into a spider.
But figures you must have good reason. Besides, you've never caused her harm, so she keeps making you clothes for your battles.
But remember, they turned me into a spider.
When you manage to kill Chronos again, you meet with Zagreus, and you both apologize for fighting before.
Oh.
Hades forbids fighting in his house anyway. He's happy to have a sister, and agrees to help you now, promising he'll have his father's staff for you the next time you meet.
Good.
It takes some effort, but you eventually gather the things you need for the incantation, and release yourself from your family's blood curse, allowing you to survive being on the surface, giving you the ability to travel to Mount Olympus.
That's cool.
The ruined city of Ephyra was only recently destroyed by Chronos, as the first settlement on the way up the mountain. It was a monument city to your parents, being so close to the underworld. So you take a personal offense to its destruction. The boon-bearing gods, though, are impressed with you. Neither Hades nor Zagreus could get rid of this curse. But you did. Maybe you really are the superior child.
You're really moving up the ranks, kid.
The zone boss here is the Cyclops Polyphemus. Or Polyphemus, I'm not sure.
Everyone's Polly, that's what you said.
With everyone in town dead already, he's been living off the sheep that inhabit the area.
Oh, that's scary.
He's tired of sheep and wants something new to eat, so he attacks. His defeat sends him to sleep instead of kills him. He's just a hungry boy after all. It's not his fault you look so tasty. Beyond the ruined city is a harbor. You'll need to take a ship to get to the base of Mount Olympus from here. It's a dark and scary path as you transfer from boat to boat, battling undead pirate-like bad guys. When you arrive at the shores, you disembark. On the beach, you see Eris, greeting you, asking where you're headed, wondering if you could use a little help. You say, you're fine, thank you, you don't need or want her help.
Also, you are covered in candy wrappers, and I hate you.
She's like, you suck anyway. You're boring, and she doesn't like you. So she reveals herself to be the zone boss, attacking you with Zagreus' machine gun.
She's the worst. Like, not only is she not useful, she's just a mean girl.
Yeah.
Can I help you? I didn't want to help you anyway. Like, why are you so insecure? Why are you so weird? And why did you sell me bad drugs once?
Yeah, right?
Sorry. You told me who she is in real life, and now it's, like, bothering me.
She flies around, calls on others to help her, shit-talking the whole time, because she's just a bitch like that.
She would.
But she's no match for the daughter of Hades, and you send her packing back to the crossroads. Finally, you make it to the base of Mount Olympus, covered in snow, something you've never actually seen or experienced. Thankfully, your feet aflame keep you nice and warm as you begin climbing the mountain, with Olympus looming dark and gloomy overhead, lightning crashing non-stop, a sign that things are not all right up there. In one of the sections, you start to realize the fight isn't ending. The enemies keep coming and won't stop. Suddenly, the screen flashes bright, and the words divine intervention appear as the bad guys vanish.
Whoa.
A goddess slams down on the battlefield greeting you. It's Athena, goddess of wisdom. She welcomes you, apologizing for how run down the mountain has become. You're like, well, that's kind of why I'm here, to return it to its former glory. She is grateful, saying the other gods are hiding beyond the gates of Olympus, as the Time Titans' forces are attempting to break through. They could really use your help. They would be fighting themselves, but Athena deemed it wiser that they hide out and provide you with help instead. If they hadn't been hiding, they would not be able to lend you their boons.
Okay.
She leaves to join them and offers you a boon in the process, giving you a chance to continue upward. You reach the top of the mountain finally, and are stopped by the zone boss. Shirtless and muscular with a golden eagle on his shoulder. He says his master predicted you would make it here. He knows who you are, and knows you know who he is.
Who is this?
You say he must be Prometheus, the Titan of foresight.
From Alien!
No, definitely not. He's supposed to have met the same fate as Chronos, but clearly he was freed and now serves him. It's not like a Titan to serve someone else. He says that he never suffered like Chronos. He had sided with the gods when all that shit went down, knowing they were going to win. But he's seen the error of his ways once Chronos made it this far. So he switched sides.
And Prometheus is 2020, right?
Right. Now, he seeks atonement for his betrayal. Regardless of his efforts, you slay him as you have his master several times over.
And it's pretty easy because he clearly doesn't have a fucking spine.
Then he falls, saying, well, he knew this would happen.
Oh my god. He's the worst.
It's part of his fate as the Titan of foresight. He can't stop things from happening, only play his part in it all. He vanishes, saying how much he hates the gods, and you continue to the gates of Olympus itself. When you pass through them, you see that it's already too late.
Fuck.
Olympus has fallen.
Starring Denzel Washington.
The only safe haven left is Zeus's palace, which you can barely make out in the distance, with a giant creature flying around it.
Whoa.
Worried you're already too late, you tear ass through it, killing the very difficult forces in your way. You finally make it to the peak, just outside the palace, where Hermes is waiting for you. He says that up ahead is Typhon, a monster the size of the mountain itself.
Whoa.
He's what Chronos unleashed on Mount Olympus, and it has proven to be very effective and destroying it.
Yikes.
Typhon is the father of all monsters. Chronos can't control him. He's just drawn to power so that he may destroy it. Determined to be the most powerful.
Jesus Christ. His whole deal is just...
Yeah, that's all he is. He's just pure rage. He keeps the gods in a constant state of battle, which Chronos is using to his advantage.
He's taking advantage of all the chaos, but not of chaos, because chaos is a different character. Got it. I feel you. I hear you. I'm with you.
Typhon's form takes up an entire half of the screen, while you are merely a speck to him. He's terrifying to you, but you keep telling yourself, he's just another enemy. Kill him like you've killed the rest.
Yeah.
But this enemy is so strong, it doesn't even have a health bar to tell you your progress.
Because it doesn't bother with it. Fuck.
You have to go off how fucked up he looks as you beat him down to know how much further he has.
That's pretty cool, though.
Which is a lot, because he can summon an array of monsters to attack you as well. Zeus sees you fighting and decides to join you from above, sending down lightning bolts, hoping it's enough to keep you safe and knock him down.
Yeah, it's about time.
But it's not enough.
Fuck.
And the father of monsters takes you out. You arrive at the crossroads, very shaken. Dora, your roommate ghost, can see it in your eyes. You tell her you can't even describe the horrors you just faced. She turns into her scary form and asks if it was as frightening as this. You laugh, saying, of course not. Nothing is scarier than Dora.
She's the sweetest. I want Dora to be like the protagonist of Hades 3.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. She's so cool.
She's wonderful. You head straight to Eris and ask, how could she betray you like that, and then show back up here like nothing happened?
Two-faced bitch.
Telling her to get the fuck out of the crossroads.
Absolutely.
She refuses, saying she's never pretended to be your friend.
Just because I show up doesn't mean I fuck with you. I've never liked you. Are you fucking kidding me?
Plus, you can't attack her here, not with Hecate's spell keeping the area safe. So there's not much you can do about her sticking around.
She's the worst.
She's just hedging her bets that Chronos is gonna win, and she likes being on the winning side. This is nothing personal, just survival tactics.
Ugh.
Hecate is pissed at you, wondering just what the hell you were thinking attacking Typhon. Your mission is to kill Chronos. What are you doing going after the father of monsters? You explain that the gods of Mount Olympus are your family, and you have to protect them as well. You felt it was equally part of your mission to stop not just Chronos, but all of the evil he's unleashed.
I'm with you there. Like, yeah, Hecate's like, you have one specific mission, but this supports the mission.
Hecate only kind of agrees, saying that Chronos is still the main target. Anything else is just taking unnecessary risks.
Not really.
Before heading back up to fight Typhon again, Skalemius asks you to tell his troops that the rumor of Typhon's return are false.
Oh.
You're like, sorry, Skelly, but he really is back, and you fought him once already. He's like, oh, yeah, I knew that.
He doesn't want to look dumb in front of his troops.
He was just testing the resolve of his soldiers, which they all passed. Good job, everyone.
Oh, God, what a nightmare.
You decide to go back to Chronos to beat information out of him on Typhon. Once you enter Erebus, you see a new boon, so you access it. It's from Hera, Zeus's wife and queen of Olympus. She says she was staying out of it until you proved you would help Mount Olympus. Now that you have, she'll join the fight and help you as well. You're like, well, better late than never, I guess, and accept.
She's messy.
Oh, she's so messy.
And, like, we all know hair is the messiest one. Like, she loves putting herself in drama. She loves being involved. She's weirdly protective of her man, who is the biggest. He's real slutty. Like, I'm sorry,
Right.
babe. You're trying to make a hoe into a house god. Like, it's not happening, but she's trying real hard.
Kind of woman that when her man cheats, she blames the other woman.
Yeah, and she's like, you did this to us.
Yeah.
And I think she literally historically has done that quite a bit.
Yeah. To Echo specifically.
Unlike recently.
Much like the people in the Crossroads, you can give nectar and ambrosia to the gods who offer boons, increasing your friendship with them as well.
Can you, like, butter them up to hit?
Not the gods, no.
Okay.
Once you do, they'll offer you a trinket to carry. This will increase the chances of finding their personal boons on your next run. This allows you some level of control over your build with each attempt. If you enter Erebus with the one granted by Athena, Arachne sees it and gets angry, asking if you knew she was the bitch who turned her into a spider. You're like, no, why would I? Turns out Athena's not just the goddess of wisdom, but also the goddess of crafts.
I thought you were going to say the goddess of bugs. Be like, and she fucking loves spiders.
She challenged Arachne to a contest, see who can make the finest clothes. Arachne won, and it pissed off Athena. So she turned her into the spider you know and love.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, you're like, damn, that is fucked up. You try to work with Hecate to come up with a spell to transform her back, but Hecate admits only Athena has that power, suggesting you drop it. You still have a mission to destroy Chronos. You tell Arachne that there is a chance, but it will actually require Athena's participation. Arachne says don't do that. Don't give her hope. Athena hates her. There's no way she'll agree to turn her back. When you visit Arachne again after telling her this, you see Hecate there talking with her, explaining that it was she who made the potion that turned her into a spider.
Shut up.
Apologizing, saying she didn't know what it was going to be used for. Arachne thanks her for the honesty, but get the fuck out of here.
Okay, but like, Hecate, think about it. Hey, I need you to make me a potion that turns someone into a spider. I wonder what you're gonna use this for. Shut the fuck up.
After she leaves, Arachne asks you to please give her an extra ass whooping the next time you two fight. So when you see her, you scream at Hecate, understanding now why she told you to drop it.
Yeah.
She apologizes, but says it's best not to interfere with the desire of the gods and who they curse.
Ugh.
But you don't care what she has to say.
Yeah.
Determined to fix this shit.
You made my friend a spider, and that's not a cool thing to do.
You work on Athena, talking to her when you see her next, convincing her to visit Arachne so she can reverse the curse.
Yeah.
Which she reluctantly agrees to do. When you bring her to Arachne, the two begin to talk, with Arachne telling her she's waited so long for this moment, telling Athena to fuck all the way off.
Yes, girls, stay angry.
She's always been superior, and turning her into a spider only made her better.
Honestly, she's making the best out of her situation. It's dual force, because, like, if nothing happens, she's like, fuck you, I'm better than you. And I got to say that to your fucking face, goddess of the cunt. And if it works in, like, the reverse psychology, she gets turned back into a bad bitch. This only goes well for her. She played her cards perfectly.
Athena gets pissed off and leaves, with Arachne laughing, saying thanks. She really needed that.
Yeah, she won. She wins regardless. She created a perfect situation. Honestly, good for you, bitch.
You can't help but feel a little used in all this, but whatever. Arachne still agrees to make you clothes, and you get over it.
And also, the funniest possible thing. So,
right? The funniest possible outcome happened.
like, the girls are fighting and you get front row seats. That's a good situation, babe. Get over it.
Granted, this all takes place over the course of several runs, but that's how it all goes down.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Back with Chronos, he says he knows you're doing something with that mirror in the bedchambers. He would destroy it if it was possible, but it's useless without Nyx anyway, so good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Also wondering how you enjoyed his pet Typhon.
Ugh.
He heard you made an attempt. But he gives you no info beyond that, and you defeat him once more entering the bedroom and going to sleep. Once you're in ghost form, you see Gigaros, the staff of Hades, next to it. Even in the dream world, it's all you need to collect it.
Ugh.
You go through the mirror and find Zagreus, thanking him for trusting you. You explain that now you need to put a curse on it, then send it back to him through the mirror, so he can use it to kill Chronos. He doesn't really understand witchy shit and just goes with it, accepting that what you say is truth.
He's just giving up and is like, yeah, all right, girl.
You ask him what he thinks the potential outcomes could be. He says it's pretty much one of three options, since they've never met before. 1, he kills him before anything can happen. 2, they fight, and he loses, giving Chronos the staff. Or 3, they have a nice little chat and become best friends.
He's too positive. Like, honestly, the third option even being an option feels really optimistic.
You think on it and say, maybe to try option 3 before fighting him?
No, I'm too real for this one.
Most of your conversations with Chronos makes it sound like he really would have liked a good relationship with his family. He was just a shitty father and his kids turned on him.
Am I not seeing the joy in this and the familyhood part of it? I'm an only child. I grew up not close to my mother, you know,
Right.
like I feel pretty detached from most of my family. So maybe I'm not seeing something here. Maybe I'm a pessimist, but I don't see this going well.
Well, you did end up growing closer to your mother over time.
In my 30s.
Maybe he really does just need a chance. If all else fails, then Zagreus can kill him.
Option 1, talk it out. Option 2, murder.
Zagreus isn't sure about this, but figures it hopefully couldn't hurt to try.
All right, Zagreus. I'm not riding with this, but like I'm hoping for the best, I guess.
If he proves there's no saving him, then he'll run him through with a spear as originally planned.
The backup plan is to shish kebab Grandpa.
Hecate is proud of your plan, but expects you'll be doing the killing option more than likely.
Yeah, I'm with her.
But you'll only have one chance, saying to go practice with the staff on Typhon in the meantime. You'll need to gather supplies for the spell you'll need to cast on the staff anyway. When you return to the ruins of Ephyra, you are stopped by a man wearing the head of a lion.
Whoa.
His name is Heracles, whose name would later get changed to Hercules by the Romans.
Oh.
He wonders why they would send someone so puny to fight the beast that is Typhon, saying he works alone and for you to scoot.
He tells you to scoot.
He literally says to scoot.
Oh, that's funny.
You tell him tough shit. You're going to the mountain whether he likes it or not. He says fine, but don't say he didn't warn you. Here you can encounter the first of the 3 gift givers on the upward path. Medea, a fellow witch who was also trained by Hecate.
I'm sorry, Medea?
Yeah, she says, hello, when you enter the chambers.
Thank you. You know, if I could laugh and pray.
In 90 minutes.
90 minutes. So Tyler Perry voices Medea.
Right. She casts spells that can help you on your rise to Mount Olympus.
And find faith and family.
Right, but she only appears in the ruins. After defeating the Cyclops and pass through to the ship's section, you encounter another Grecian legend. This one being Icarus.
Oh.
He flies overhead during battle, lobbing bombs on enemies below.
How high does he fly?
Not very.
Okay, because he learned his lesson.
You ask what he's doing here, as the two of you grew up together, but you haven't seen him in a while. Not since he flew too close to the sun and got in trouble.
Got in trouble.
He's here trying to help out and slow down Kronos' forces. Maybe gain a few points of favor with the gods in the process. He's been spending his time as an inventor. It's how he made the wings he now uses. Then he offers you some helpful tools that he created before he flies off to keep up the good fight.
Okay, but like, be weary, because he used wax to fly towards heat. So like, yes, inventor. Is he a good inventor?
He's learned from his mistakes. His wings are now made of metal and feather.
Okay, so he's had some failures.
Yes, most definitely has. However, he's not the gift giver for the boat section.
He's the inventor, though.
The one for here is named Circe. She bears a remarkable resemblance to the Marvel character, Squirrel Girl.
Oh.
particularly the version from Rivals.
Oh.
Thick with 2 C's and a big bushy tail that may or may not be part of her persona.
I'm not getting into it.
In the story of the Odyssey, Circe manages to turn Odysseus's men into pigs. He convinced her to change them back by spending the next year with her as her love slave, essentially.
Are they gonna do that with Matt Damon?
God, I hope so.
And then there's like a year where he's fucking a furry.
Yeah.
Because his other guys also had to fuck. She gets around, honestly. Wait, I'm sorry, so she actually has a big tail?
She has a big bushy tail, yeah.
I don't remember that happening in the Odyssey, but
She's got
okay.
like cat ears too. She's got like cheetah print on her clothing. She's hot.
All right, get down. Do what you gotta do.
She also has a bunch of pigs with her, and one of them's got like a little sailor tattoo on it, indicating that not all the men changed back.
She had a couple of favorites she hung on to. That's funny.
Once she realized that his love wasn't real, she let him return to his quest to go home.
Because he misses his wife. The whole thing is like, I miss my wife.
Yeah.
And I have to go home to my wife.
She is found on a small island between the harbor and Mount Olympus called Aiea. There are no consonants in that name.
It looks like you spelled my name wrong.
Placed here by Hecate to keep an eye on the war raging, giving you bonuses to your tarot cards as well as the animal companions you have.
That's right. This whole time there's a frog following you around. I keep forgetting you have a little friend.
The final gift giver can be found on the snowy ascent of Mount Olympus. It's the fan favorite, god of wine and fun himself, Dionysus.
And I'm Dionysus's friend.
Wearing nothing but a tightly worn cheetah print banana hammock.
Oh, yes.
His bulge protruding in the most obvious way imaginable.
Oh, he's got a big dick?
Oh, gigantic.
I love it. Good for you, honey.
He's throwing a party to ring in the end of time with a big pool orgy, figuring you might as well enjoy yourself if everything is going to shit.
He's got the right idea.
When he sees you the first time, he wonders who you are. Then, looking into your eyes, goes, wait, Zagreus, is that you? I'm loving the change.
Whoa.
You say, no, I'm Melinoe, his sister, here to stop Typhon. He's like, oh, right. He's heard the others talking about you. Want a drink? You decline, saying you're kind of in the middle of something. He goes, all right, one for the road then.
I love him so much.
Oh, he was amazing in the first game. He's amazing in this one.
He's the god of Las Vegas, and all hail.
Offering you boons to lift your spirits and make your would-be vanquishers hungover as fuck.
He makes them hungover?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Dionysus rounding out the characters you can meet during your runs, finally. As the final summit outside the palace is so destroyed, nobody has found refuge to offer you anything. All that's left are Typhon and his minions. At the top of the summit, you encounter Typhon once more, determined to kill him. Zeus assists you once again, helping you deal a killing blow as you vanquish the villain and enter the palace gates of Zeus's home.
Yeah.
Up here, above the clouds, the sun shines bright and warm.
Icarus is over there like, fuck you.
The gardens are alive and prosperous, statues of the many gods lining the walkway. You make your way to the main hall, where Zeus, Hera, and Apollo are awaiting. They're grateful that you beat down Typhon, but note that he's not that easy to kill.
Yeah.
And it was only temporary.
Mm.
You really do need to kill Chronos for good and let your father reclaim his throne if this beast is to be tamed. Hera apologizes that there's not much to do here. The war has made this palace quite boring, as you can see.
Dionysus has solved that problem like 2 clouds over, babe. You're fine.
Well, you look around at the gilded halls and see nothing boring about it at all. You ask Apollo to create a message portal to Hecate so you can tell her about your victory over Typhon, the same kind that the gods use to send you boons. Hecate takes your call and says she needs you to return to the crossroads right away. She has much to tell you. So you cast a spell that sends you back, telling the gods you'll probably return soon. Hecate says that she needs you to keep killing Typhon. Each time you do, you need to collect one of his eyes that regenerate after a defeat. They're needed for the spell that will eliminate both he and Chronos for good.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You're like, couldn't you have told me this while I was literally next door to the thing? No? Cool.
We couldn't have encrypted the message if you were worried about security. Like, come on, girl.
In the meantime, you set about making the crossroads a more hospitable place for all the inhabitants, as there are several more now that you've made some friends and enemies that refuse to leave.
For the bones, the thugs, and for harmony.
You'll be completing the same runs over and over for a while, collecting the eyes off the defeated Typhon. Also increasing your friendships with Nemesis, Odysseus, Hecate, and even Eris if you want. Skinny dipping in the hot springs and indulging in some nectar and ambrosia.
Yeah.
Then head back to the path up the mountain for more eyeballs. It's a bit grindy from here, as you won't always make it to the top, nor will you always beat the extremely difficult Typhon in battle. One of the more interesting side stories involves your roommate, Dora.
I love Dora.
She doesn't remember her life, like, at all. Wondering why and what happened to her. You check in with Moros, and he isn't at liberty to say, but he can tell you that she might not be the oldest one around, but she is one of the oldest.
Oh.
Which is likely why she can't remember anything. Dora asks about your adventures, and when you mention Prometheus being one of the bosses you have to fight, she stops you, saying the name just stirred something inside her, but she can't figure out why. So you ask him on your next encounter. He tells you that her issues have nothing to do with him, and everything to do with the gods and their deceptions. She's a victim of them, just as he is.
Oh.
It's not her fault that the failings of humanity are blamed on her.
Whoa!
You relay the information to her, and she's like, that's a weird thing to say.
That's super heavy.
She wasn't blaming the failings of humanity on herself, so why would he say that? So you play messenger back and forth between the two for a bit. Both being vague, him saying she forgot on purpose, and it's best she stays in the dark. Her saying that's not fair. She should know what she forgot, so she can decide if she still wants it forgotten. Asking if there's a spell you could cast to make her remember.
It's a tricky situation, but she does deserve the knowledge of what happened to her.
So you figure out the spell and cast it. The moment it's complete, Dora is immediately upset.
Oh.
She definitely wanted it all forgotten.
Oh no.
Turns out, she fucked up. Big time.
Whoa.
She is responsible for the failings of all mortal beings.
Shut up.
There was this jar, see? Inside it was literally every bad thing imaginable.
Oh.
Hate, gambling addiction, hair loss, fucking everything.
Hair loss is in there.
The jar was a wedding gift to her from the gods.
Aww.
She was about to marry Prometheus' brother. The gods didn't really like the guy and gave it to her as a gag gift.
That's fucked up.
She was curious and opened it. In doing so, she released all the horrible things that can happen in the life of a mortal. She managed to close it again, and the only thing left inside was hope.
Oh my god.
Which she then locked away.
Jesus Christ.
Because her full name is Pandora.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, that's good. Did you see this coming?
Not at all. I had a feeling it was going to be like Dusa being Medusa from the first game.
Yeah, but Dora is its own name.
Right, exactly. I did not see it being Pandora.
Damn, that's good. I forgot about Pandora. Oh, that's why there's hair loss.
She's basically the Eve of Greek mythology, as she was also the first woman. Hence why she's one of the oldest beings here.
This poor girl. Ugh. And it was a wedding gift? That's fucked up.
Right?
That's really fucked up. For a wedding, you and I like to do maybe a personalized bottle of wine. Like, we'll have it, like, etched with, like, the couple's name and their wedding date. We like to do custom hangers, so then when your suit or dress or, like, whatever you're wearing, it has, like, Mr. or Mrs. or with a date. That's something I like to do if I'm at a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
We like to give bidets.
Nah, they basically gave her all horrible things that could ever happen in the life of a person.
Gave her suffering as a wedding gift? That's fucked up. Give cash next time.
But also, I just like the fact that, The Greek Bible and the Christian Bible kind of have the same thing that happens to the first woman.
You know, misogyny isn't new, Tom. Let me tell you that one.
There are a few other characters with tragic backstories as well, but we really don't have time for all of them. Chronos and his beast need to be destroyed. With each defeat of Typhon, Zeus and Hera are excited at the prospect of ridding the world of this wretched creature once and for all. After a few more rounds, you finally have enough material to cast the spell on Gigaros. Hecate cheers, saying that it's time to test it on Typhon to make sure it worked. If it does, then Chronos is next. So you rush up the mountain to take on the evil creature one last time. First, you have to beat him down as you had every other try. But this time, as he falls, you lift the staff of Hades high over your head, shouting, "Typhon, your time is over."
Yeah!
Shoving it deep into the center of its forehead. The monstrosity roars in agony as it begins to fade away.
Hell yeah!
Dead to the world, no longer a threat to Mount Olympus.
You did it, baby girl.
The gods residing in the palace of Zeus are exuberant, saying there isn't a single trace of the beast left behind. You truly killed Typhon. Your plan actually worked. Not that they ever doubted you, of course.
But you are kind of our weird niece that we don't really know very well, so we're just impressed.
They ask if you plan on using the same method on Chronos. You say that you will, if necessary, but every enemy is different, so you may need to employ a slightly different tactic. But the goal is the same, to end the madness.
Yeah.
You say you'll still need their boons for the final fight, and depart from Mount Olympus, knowing it's now safe from Typhon.
Yay!
Back with Hecate, you ask what will happen if you and Zagreus killed Chronos in the past. What will happen to this timeline? She's honestly not sure, but she does want to find out, encouraging you to finally complete your mission and kill that son of a... nothing. With Gigaros fully powered, you descend into the House of Hades one last time. When you reach the end of Erebus, you find Hecate, the usual zone boss, under a time spell frozen.
Son of a bitch.
Chronos is there, saying that she is being punished for helping you. You threaten to tear him to pieces, and he laughs, saying, "It's already happened before. Look how that turned out."
Okay, regrettably, that's very funny on his part.
Then he vanishes with Hecate, saying you'll never see her again. You rage and sprint out of there into Oceanus, saying you'll rescue her if it's the last thing you do.
Yeah.
Sadly, he doesn't do the same to Scylla and the Sirens, so you have to fight them once again.
He does fuck with them. He thinks their earlier work is a little bit better, but...
The same goes for Cerberus, as he still guards the door into Tartarus after you pass through the fields of mourning. Finally, you make it back to the House of Hades, where Chronos sits upon his usurped throne. You demand he return Hecate, and he says he doesn't even know who she was, just that she was important to you.
Ugh.
But she's now part of his collection. You explain that she was the one who raised you to kill him. So that's what you're going to do, at long last.
Yes.
He says in that case, once he's done with you, he'll move on to her next. Finally, he stands, ready for your final duel. Every fight with Chronos thus far has gone 2 rounds. So when you beat his ass down in the second, it's a fucking shock when he stands ready for round 3.
This son of a bitch.
With a whole new moveset that you are genuinely unready to fight.
Fuck, that sucks.
The entire 3rd round, he goads you, asking if you know what will happen if you truly kill the Titan of Time. Nothing can exist outside of time. You stop time, you stop everything. His job is time. Something he kept going, even when he was in pieces. Killing him would do nobody a service but him. Honestly, he could use the rest.
Jesus.
But he knows the consequences and won't let you end all existence just because you have a grudge with Grandpa.
Boo.
But you don't listen and strike him down to his knees. Standing over him with the staff of Gigaros, you demand he release Hecate. He can't believe what you're asking. You want your chosen family first?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
You're just like his own children, showing no sign of respect for blood relatives.
Oh my god, blood is not thicker than that ass.
You ask him why the fuck should his family care about him after all he's done? Why should you? He says, fine, then do it. Kill him and see what happens. So you raise the staff high above your head and slam it down on him, stopping all time.
Oh shit.
For now. You look down at him pleased, because you didn't kill him. You trapped him. In time. A prisoner in his own jail.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you, Grandpa.
You return to the bedroom to enter the dream world, so Zagreus can do his part in the past. You approach the mirror, and he's relieved. It's been many sleeps since he last saw you, and was worried you'd never show again.
The anxiety of him going to bed every night, like, is my sister in there?
Right.
I don't know.
You tell him the plan worked. Chronos is frozen in your time. Now it's his turn. Offering to pass Gigaros through the mirror to his world. Telling him to use it only as a last resort. But first, talk to Chronos and never mention you. Chronos never knew you existed until you confronted him as an adult. That needs to stay true. He says he hopes the plan works, and that he won't have to kill him. He'd rather have a fun-loving grandpa than commit parricide.
Ugh.
He wonders if you truly think it's possible. You tell him that even as you struck him down, he was complaining about not having a relationship with his kids. He wants a family. Hopefully, Zagreus can give him enough of one to make him change his ways. If not, then yeah, he'll have to stab him in the chest with a spear. Either way, he'll get what he deserves.
You know, it makes sense because Zagreus did fix the family in the last one.
Right?
So, like, if there's any, like, family glue, it is Zagreus.
You pass Gigaros through the mirror with a spell, and it appears in his hand. He says it's hot and lighter than before, promising not to accidentally prick some innocent bystander with it. Only Chronos, if need be.
Zagreus does have a fun sense of humor.
You wish him luck, saying you'll see him in another time. Hopefully. Now, you take control of Zagreus.
You get to play as him?
In the past.
Oh my god.
You approach the area where Chronos is rebuilding himself. Magic surrounding him while he kneels panting, as he pulls the energy to rise once more. He can hear a commotion outside the chamber and yells to his guards to keep it down. He senses your presence and wonders who goes there. You enter the room and introduce yourself as Zagreus, head of security for the House of Hades. You got an anonymous tip that your grandfather was down here and decided to check it out, asking what he's doing. He says he's recuperating, saying he's shocked that after what he did, Hades went and became a father himself. You tell him that Hades is actually a great father. It's just he only had the one kid. But he and his wife Persephone love each other a lot, so there's always a chance that will change down the line.
Him being so heavy-handed of like, I'm an only child.
Yeah, right.
There's no evil sister that'll kill you.
He's not a great actor.
Yeah.
You tell him that he should know. As head of security, if he wishes to do harm here in the House of Hades, you will be forced to strike him down. But you really don't want to. He says you know nothing of his intentions. He's suffered for eons after Hades and his siblings sliced and diced him and left him to rot. You're like, yeah, Dad and I used to fight a lot too.
A kid trying to relate to you by being like, yeah, I had a hard day. I don't know.
It kind of fucked Hades up for a while. Drove away his brothers and sisters, his wife, even you for a long time. Didn't really do him any good though. But you weren't part of whatever happened between them, so why should you be dragged into his old grudge? He says he's positive the stories your father has told you have already made up your mind on who he is and how awful he was. You told him that if that were true, he'd be dead already. Instead, you'd rather take him back into the House of Hades quietly, for a nice little family reunion.
Come up for dinner.
But you're also prepared to end his miserable existence here and now if he puts up a fight.
Come up to dinner or I'll kill you.
Which wouldn't be much of one, seeing as he's still in the recovery phase. Then you ask him, which option would he prefer? He says you have no idea what a world without time would be like, and would miss him dearly. But he also has no wish to be shamed by his own child. Again.
Aww.
So, how will you stop Hades from chopping him up? You say by treating him like your grandfather. What's so hard about that? It's better than whatever miserable shit this place is. Plus, he'll be under your protection. Hades trusts you and won't mess with you. He's been beaten by you many times before, and you have his spear. Not much he can do against you. Sure, it might be hard reconnecting with him. It won't always be perfect, but he can at least fucking try to have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
Chronos weighs his options. A future with a family that might not get along with him. Or an eternity in the void of nothingness. He honestly can't decide. You're like, that's it, I'm stabbing you.
You ran the clock, I'm just gonna fucking stab you. That's so real. But like, am I the toxic one? Because in my head, if a family member fucks me over, I'm like, I have zero interest in having a relationship with you, and I'm just gonna make friends to fill that void.
Yeah.
What do you... Fucking stab me. I want nothing to do with you people.
These stories are morality tales at the end of the day, so maybe you could learn a few things, Andrea. Well, he stops you, saying that maybe the fates always knew this would be the outcome. Maybe his plans were never meant to come to fruition. The screen goes black, then comes back to the House of Hades sometime later, as Chronos says. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, hence I go. Now, you're in control of Chronos.
Whoa.
Playing hide and seek with young Melinoe.
Oh, like Hecate used to play with her.
In the employee lounge, you find Hades and Zagreus. So you ask if they've seen her. She's better at hiding than Hades was at her age.
Finding a way to take a stab at Hades, too. Because he's never going to change that part.
He points over to the head chef, saying she's in the kitchen. Zagreus interrupts, saying he meant to say he has no idea where the princess is, attempting to send you off in another direction.
Hades has no sense of whimsy. We know this. Zagreus is fun. Hades is like, I'm angry Santa.
You go into the kitchen and find her giggling to herself. She thought you'd never find her. You sure took your time.
Son of a bitch.
She's bored with hide and seek and wants to hear one of your stories from the Golden Age.
Ugh.
You say that her father has forbidden those stories as she's still so young.
I'm not allowed to talk to you about what me and Dionysus used to get into, sweetheart.
When she breaks the rules, she gets a reprimand. When you break the rules, you get cut into pieces.
Okay, so he's not letting that one go.
She says that's gross, but if he did that, she'd hunt them all down and put you back together.
Oh, God.
You appreciate it, saying she's the only one who would.
Oh.
Melinoe asks if the others don't like you. You assure her they do, just there are still some scars from the past that linger over you all. But the past isn't her problem. Besides, you can't change the past. The only time that matters is now.
Oh my God.
And right now. Tag, you're it.
Oh.
The scene begins to fade, and the voice of Chronos asks, what is this? The past? The future? This isn't how things went down, so is it happening now? Scenes begin to form from a cloudy nothingness. Of the family Melinoe never got to know, raising her in the House of Hades like she deserved. Training with her older brother through her teen years to wield a blade, while the chef and Achilles look on approvingly. Of her checking off shades as they enter the underworld, while Hypno sleeps on the job. Thanatos, the god of death, looking upset at the sleeping lump. Hearing stories from Grandpa Chronos. Doing her nails with Auntie Bagheera, while Dusa floats next to them with her snake hair and curlers.
There's an underworld spa.
Like beauty parlor, yeah. Beating her brother and Grampy in a board game. Singing while Orpheus plays the harp.
Aww.
Being gifted the dream mirror by Nyx. Never once losing her arm.
Oh, shit.
You wake up as Melinoe, back in Zagreus' room, which is still in disrepair.
Fuck!
Your arm, a ghostly skeleton. You wonder what that life was you just saw. Did it really happen? Or was it just a glimpse of what could have been? You exit the room, back to the throne area, where Hecate is standing over Chronos, asking if he really thinks she's not going to end him just because he set her free. Chronos looks around confused. What were those memories he just saw? Was that her doing? He doesn't even know Hecate. You stop her, saying you can explain everything. Maybe.
Kind of.
Hecate doesn't understand what's happening. 1 minute she was captive, next, Chronos is a cowering dog. You tell Hecate that she doesn't remember because she never needed to be there. Turning to Chronos, you ask what you are to him now. He says you're his granddaughter, who he knows from 2 different lives.
Whoa.
Clearly this is the real timeline, but that other one, it feels so real to him. A life he missed out on entirely. Hecate says this is ridiculous. That past wasn't real. It was just an illusion. You can't change the past. Time is linear. Chronos should be dead. He agrees. He took that life away from all of you and deserves to die as a result. He doesn't want to live, knowing the life you could have had, but didn't. Hecate says, see? Finish him like he wants. Complete the job she trained you to do. You tell them both to shut up. Turning to Chronos, you ask him to remember that past and to release your family from their bonds. He's like, holy shit, they're all bound by my power still, aren't they?
Yeah, dipshit.
Why did I do that? Instantly, Hades, Zagreus, and Persephone appear. Hades in chains, while the other 2 are trapped in a time bubble made of gold. Hades wonders what's happening. What happened to his beautiful home? Asking, Father, what's going on? Chronos tells you that the sound of your voice will release the others. Speak now, and he'll await the judgment you all agree upon. You release them from their hold, and they're both in shock. Zagreus saying, you look just like you did in his dreams.
Oh.
Way back before you were even born. Asking if you were successful in your plan. Chronos interrupts, saying it's time to send him to his final resting place. Dispatch him to the void, any one of you. You all have wanted a world without him. Take the chance now. Zagreus asks why. Nobody wants that. Not after the amazing life you all had together. He saw it all, as the memories course through his own mind as well.
Ugh.
Looking around, he doesn't understand. What happened to this once great palace? Chronos explains that none of it happened. It was just a vision of what could have been, nothing more. The reality is, he took it by force. Now he deserves his punishment for doing so. Hades and Persephone both confirm they have the memories of both timelines,
Whoa.
with Hades remembering both his torture as well as his joy. Hecate is like, come on! This is clearly a trick Chronos is playing. That other reality never fucking happened. Persephone speaks up, saying she doesn't understand why Hecate is so mad. Her job was to raise and protect Melinoe, a job she did successfully. More so than anyone could possibly hope, because Melinoe found a way to fix all of it, as well as reunite her entire family, giving them a chance to live a second life together. Hecate is touched, realizing that maybe it was you who fixed everything in the end. Saying it's up to you now what to do next. You say that if Chronos wants punishment for what he's done, then punishment is what he'll get. Starting with setting the House of Hades back to its former glory.
Yes, get that started immediately.
Persephone agrees, saying, time heals all wounds. Prove it.
Oh.
Chronos can't believe he's being given this chance at redemption. He can't change what he's done. You tell him you're not asking him to move backward. You're asking him to move forward.
Yes.
With that, Chronos releases every single entity he had captured,
Good.
from your father to Dusa. Then sets out to repair the once glorious House of Hades.
Get all this tacky gold shit off the walls.
As the repairs are underway, you receive a call from Mount Olympus summoning you. You need to return to the crossroads to help usher those who are still lost, looking for the Underworld. Before taking off, you thank Zagreus for everything. You couldn't have done this without him. You would have had to kill Chronos entirely if it wasn't for his help. He says, it's not like this is goodbye, but he'll still miss you.
Aww.
Also, if Hypnos ever wakes up, please send him back so he can get to work.
He's just been doing dream pranks for a while. Like, he has shit to do.
You check in with Persephone, who is talking with Hecate, comparing stories of your life growing up in the two realities. You tell both your mothers that you appreciate all they've done for you.
Oh.
But Hecate's job isn't over. She's going to come with you. Her job of protecting you doesn't end with your becoming an adult.
Yeah.
She will always look after you.
Oh.
But she does beg you to stay here instead. That dusty-ass field isn't nearly as nice as here. But to you, it's home. Just as much as the House of Hades. Besides, your mother left home at your age too. Down the hall, you find the men of the house, Hades and Chronos. Hades saying he can't imagine how hard it must have been for him, having so many children.
He's like, I have 2, and I used to beat the shit out of my son, like, every day.
And he had them growing up one at a time. Even then, it was hard as hell.
Yeah.
Chronos laments, saying it's not like he did a great job.
Just 2 dudes being like, we weren't the best fathers, were we?
Yeah. Wondering what's going to happen when he sees the rest of his children, which will be soon, as he was asked to go there alone.
Ooh, that's not going to go well.
The gods on Olympus did not receive these memories. But Hades has sent them a full report, letting them know the whole deal.
Wait, so Hades was like, hey guys, it's your boy.
Yeah.
The king of the underworld. I just want to let you know, we did have a vision where Chronos was not a dick.
Right.
But you're still going to want to have to talk to him and hash that out. Love you, bye.
Hopefully they'll see the reality of the situation and forgive, as he has. You tell him only the fates know what comes next. Then wonder if they were ever found. Nyx claims they're still missing. Chronos says he did capture them, but cast them into the abyss. He has no idea where they went from there.
God, see, they're all better than me. I would have been like, you know what? You were a dick and I'm good. I'm gonna move on. And you're just finding out he's still, like, very much guilty of other shit. He put 3 fates into the abyss. That's fucked up.
Well, those tricky bitches have a way of showing up when you least expect them. He expects we'll all encounter them again. You tell Chronos that your chariot awaits, and it's time to go. Out in the garden, you find Nyx and Selene, goddesses of night and the moon, respectively. Mother and daughter chatting away, while Selene's Pegasus-drawn ride is ready for liftoff. Nyx and the rest of your family all bid you farewell, as you mount the chariot with Chronos, Hecate, and Selene, bound for Mount Olympus and the crossroads. Soaring over Mount Olympus, Chronos departs, saying to wish him luck on his reunion. Nervous, but excited. Thanking you, he leaps off into the night. As soon as he's gone, Apollo and Artemis take his place on the chariot, saying they want to join you on your way to the crossroads. They actually had a wager how this would all go down. Apollo won. Artemis assures you that her bet was that you would kill Chronos. Since you didn't, she lost, that's all.
Okay.
They're here to share the gift Mount Olympus wanted to give you. Apollo pulls out a harp, as Artemis begins to sing, while the words, Supergiant Games, fills the screen, and the credits roll.
Aww.
When they conclude, a portrait of the entire family appears.
Oh.
Hades, Persephone, Zagreus, Cerberus,
Yeah.
and yourself as an adult. While Homer says that Hades returned to his throne as feared ruler of the dead. saying that you kept in touch with your many family members, ruling over the heavens and earth as noble gods. The camera zooms out to reveal the portrait in your tent in the crossroads, replacing the old one you had with you as a baby. You say, "May it all turn out that way in time, Homer." The end. And that was Hades 2.
That was sweet.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
When the game was released, that was not the ending.
Shut up.
It was very different, in fact.
Oh?
The fans fucking hated the original ending.
Really?
Like, to the point people said it took a 10 out of 10 game and made it a 5 out of 10 game.
Whoa. Whoa.
So Supergiant literally rewrote the entire ending and came back with that much more satisfying conclusion about a month after the final release.
Wait, that's very funny.
The original is still up on YouTube if you want to see the changes, which genuinely feels appropriate given the ending they came up with after all was said and done. So you can live in both realities.
Yeah, they did change the past.
Yeah, they did change the past in the end. Yeah.
How fucked up was the original ending?
It took away a lot of Melinoe's like agency in the ending.
Oh.
And kind of gave it to Zagreus.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, people were like, this is her game. Why does Zagreus kind of get to be the hero here?
Yeah.
So yeah.
He had a game.
Yeah, right? Exactly. That was kind of their whole argument.
Okay.
And they don't get a lot, like Zagreus and fucking Melinoe get in a huge fight, hate each other for a while. Like it's kind of an ugly ending. Yeah, it was a down ending. So they kind of like enslave Chronos at the end. It's it's not pretty. So yeah, they changed everything.
Did they not understand the theme of the game they wrote?
That's what people were saying.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're saying the exact things that everybody was saying about the ending. Like, what the fuck is this? This is not how the game's supposed to go.
Is this not about forgiveness and family and time and kindness and being good to each other? No? All right, we'll go fuck ourselves.
The fact they banged it out in a month, it might have been the point.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. They might just be like, yeah, that was the idea. But
maybe it was like the hidden secret of it all.
So yeah, that was the game.
Do I need to go to therapy?
You might.
Because the entire time, even on this side of it, I'm still like, no, there's people I fully have zero desire to have a relationship with. Like, fuck being, like, blood related on owing anyone anything.
Yeah. They could change. People change.
Do they?
They can't change the past.
Yeah.
But they can change their future. If they want to.
If they
That's
want
the other
to.
thing. That's the choice.
That's true.
There's a choice involved.
You have to want it. You can't just do it because someone's holding a staff to your neck.
Exactly.
You have to be like, but let me think about what I would lose if I didn't put myself aside for this.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite gods?
Ooh, favorite gods, Dionysus. Love Dionysus.
You love a party boy.
Love a party boy, yeah. Nemesis, she's not really a god, though.
She's a witch.
Yeah.
Entity.
She's a warrior.
But she's hot.
She's so hot. Artemis, there you go. Artemis is my favorite god.
Hunty.
Yep. Love her so much. What about yours?
Based on nothing, honestly, pretty much same. I love a party boy. Yeah. You know, like he's like the Rusty Featherstone of Greek gods. You know,
he really is. Yeah.
I love him. I've been on a really big Friday beers kick. Yeah, I love a mean person, so Nemesis is great. I do love Dora.
Dora's fantastic.
This sweet baby angel who's like, nope, fuck that, wipe my brain. I got a terrible wedding gift that ruined humanity. And like, honestly, that's not necessarily her fault.
Yeah.
If someone says, I have the entire world, humanity suffering in a jar, you're not gonna leave it closed.
Right.
You're gonna be like, is there $20 in here? You know, like with a gag gift, sometimes there is like a real present in there.
It's implied she had no idea what was in there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's not her fault.
No,
that's
also
fucked up.
Echo and Narcissus have like a whole thing going as well. You can clear the muddy waters and shit and like make him able to see his shit. But yeah.
But why would you want to?
I know.
Don't feed the narcissist.
Exactly, right?
That's why I don't speak to some of my family members. And that's okay. Oh, how's Boldy?
Boldy's moldy.
Still?
Yep.
Oh.
Stays moldy.
Poor baby.
Sorry, guy.
I love Boldy.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed that, make sure you've liked us, you've subscribed to us. You can leave comments wherever you are.
Tell us who you're horny for in the Discord.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I owe you guys a fun story in the Discord, so I will drop that in there about our real life. What was her name?
Eris.
Eris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this was your first time checking us out, be sure to go to our website, theothercastlepodcast.com.
That's theothercastlepodcast.com. All of our socials linked there, or email if you want to send us a message. The link to the Discord where we also take game suggestions. So if you have a game in mind that you'd love to hear us cover, we do pull from that. And we also have a link to our Patreon there.
Yes, over there we have 2 exclusive shows where we do DLCs, histories, movie commentaries, and general jib-jab that sounds a little bit like this. Leading pinball-style games to be seen as a hobby for degenerates.
Like shooting dice in the alley type
Yeah.
shit. Sorry, that's something we would say to each other to make fun of something.
I know,
A real American
right?
thing for America and baseball. I went to the Labubu rave and there was like the performative male final boss. Like he had a copy of the bell jar in his pants. And I was losing my mind just staring at this mullet and mustache combo.
If you want to hear more, it starts at just $2 a month, which keeps our show ad-free.
And speaking of the people that have helped put on this show, we do a producer call out for our $5 and up tier, starting with Aaron, Amber, So Thana Toasted,
Clinton, Daniel, Leah,
James, Ryan, Gunner,
Clarissa, Ellen, Krisha,
Molly, Trenton, Chase,
Jutsu, Anna Versed, X of Triforce,
Luigi, Oliver, JCC,
Nimitz, Caroline, Julio.
and As the Cat.
Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you all in the Discord. And as always, this is Tom and Andrea reminding you.
Fuck everything. Hang on to grudges. No one owes you anything.
And don't skip the cutscenes or the message of the entire game.
What?
Bye!
Just like